The first statement, BB, it starts with, this thing is like. I'd like you to follow along with me
There are
as
lights in here?
read what I transcribed from the audio.
Power grid is out to the city.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What I transcribed is static. This thing is like
fucking disgusting.
There's a light now. There's a light. So I'm going to assume that means static working. Whatever. If it does, let's just fucking do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't static work. I just want a record of whatever this fuckwit spews out of his mouth. I think you can see the differences.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Okay.
The
Go ahead, sorry.
The defense added its own transcription, which took me 3 hours, mind you, to highlight the differences and also the inaccuracies in the state's transcription. This is being asked to be considered fact, and it's not. The defense would prefer if just the audio recording was just listened to on its own with no transcriptions. But if we're going to have one, we should have both.
Final from the prosecution.
One moment, Your Honor. Let me talk to my co-counsel about that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
For me, I'm just saying it's still redundant. It says effectively the same thing. Just
thank you for whoever brought the lights. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The fact that it still says the same thing. I mean, that's my only point on it. I'm not gonna fight too hard. We have.
Yeah,
That's fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
Okay. There's no difference.
Oh shit! Sorry, Cantor. It's okay. Do what you gotta do. I'm just gonna squeeze in next to you if that's okay. I'm gonna readjust because I don't want to be that close to.
Your Honor, we're just gonna stick with the fact that it's redundant. Even if they added extra couple static here and there, as just a note, it doesn't change effectively what was said. It still achieves the same thing. Still, it still doesn't really add much difference, if at all. Again, that's where we stand with it being redundant. But other than that, we leave it up to the court's decision.
The motion strike's going to be denied. For record for both sides, even if there are transcriptions in place for the recordings, how I run my courtroom.
Wait, did he say denied?
Review and deliberate and look at the evidence. I will listen to everything in full myself. You've got the audio recordings there. In the instance that was highlighted by Miss Archer, I'm going to listen to the recording. That's how I run my courtroom. So, quite frankly, I'm glad you have them there for me to look over. But I will take that into account and actually take my own recording and listening of the recording and when I review the case. So the motion strike is going to be denied at this time.
Appreciate it, Your Honor.
Any further from the prosecution?
Not that I can think of at this point.
Pre-trial motions from the defense.
Yo, after seeing this, I'm gonna audit the fuck out of the hospital.
Preliminary investigative report.
Fucking disgusting. They probably let Frost die.
Preliminary investigative report.
Wait.
4, 5.
Was there a doctor?
Be stricken from evidence. This is an outdated report from April 2026. This has nothing to do with the case at hand. No action was taken against the defendant at the time of the report.
What's the report? You're seeking to have this stricken because it's outside of the statute and bears no relevance to the case that's being brought today. Is that my understanding, Ms. Archer?
There isn't even a
yes, Your Honor.
Fucking autopsy
from the prosecution.
Give us about like a couple minutes. This is related to Jackie Legs with ADMC again, where Rex Peace was kidnapped, and we have badge access to show that he unlocked the doors for.
This is contributory evidence concerning a pattern that is that substantiates the charges and further substantiates the evidence as it is presented. So it's contributory evidence. It's not primary evidence towards the direct charges, but assist in showing the pattern and the direction and case strategy to which the prosecution plans on presenting.
Your Honor, so basically, here's my what I replies to that. Right? When it comes to the statute of limitations on evidence, as long as there's an explanation of why or justification to include these, the evidence should be good to be added in. First things first is the fact that the evidence on hand, the People's Nine, is contributing evidence to the fact that the actions that were the actions that he was accused of in that incident is a continuing and a repeated pattern of the charges he's facing today. That is things related to corruption. Again, we have evidence in that preliminary investigation to show that Jackie Legs had an active role in allowing an ADMC member to be taken out of ICU, and then to be, basically, what it boils down to is the concept of the same actors were involved. Jackie Legs, ADMC. That's what I said. There was also a victim as a result of him using his status as a doctor when it comes down to building access, and having detriment to the victims as a result of his position. This is a repeated pattern of corruption, and all the People's Nine is to show that this is an ongoing behavior from the defendant, and that it's just simply contributing to the charges that he's being pressed to.
Jong has grown so well as a prosecutor. It's really good to see.
Was any action taken pertaining to the sequence of events that was outlined in 45232?
All right, talk soon. Thank you.
At that moment, no, because of the fact that there weren't anything contributing, or there weren't any additionals to pursue it until we saw that the relation between this and this specific case. Although that one is out of statute of limitation, it still shows that there's still a pattern of abuse coming from the same, the same pattern of corruption.
Hi, Bobby.
Again, this is based off of the same actors, the same privileges abused, and of course, a victim that had a detriment placed upon them as a result of the abuse of power.
Okay, I'll take a final rebuttal from the defense.
The state claims that this is a, continued pattern. However, there was no continued pattern. They did not pursue charges. There was no action taken. Additionally, when in Shang Lu's second interrogation tape, which is in evidence, or an interview, it's considered an interview, when he was questioned about this situation, Shang said Jackie had nothing to do with it. Jackie's not a part of the ADMC, or has nothing to do with the ADMC.
Yeah, but that doesn't...
Oh my god, criminals lie. Wow.
Oh my god.
Would have guessed. I forgot criminals have to tell us the truth. It's illegal not to.
I understand what you're going for here, Marshal Wayne. I understand that you're trying to outline a pattern and you're trying to utilize a preliminary investigation to demonstrate a pattern of behavior. The issue that I have here is that the pattern of behavior here is not what's being charged against Mr. Legs. Mr. Legs is being charged with the incidents surrounding what you've already placed on the docket. To me, presenting this information without any charges or anything presented alongside of it at the time would, to me, be construed as more prejudicial than probative. And I am inclined to agree with the defense, and that the evidence is going to be stricken at this time.
Okay.
Any further motions from the defense?
Just to confirm, there was one pending motion to add witness for Marshal Wayne. Nobody ever said anything about it, so I'm gonna assume it's okay, but I just want to confirm that.
That was requested at the proper time. That can be granted.
Okie dokie. I think we're good.
And then you have withdrawn the motion to add Petrov, correct?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
And I do want to say, for the sake of time, it was already kind of my plan, but if I can get through my line of questioning with Montez and Ruby and Cross, I won't be recalling them.
Okay, we'll address that as it comes. Okay, with the pretrial portion of this concluded, we will go ahead and move into the proper trial itself.
Oh, here we go. We came in time.
Charges. On May 15th, 2026, Jackie Legs was found outside of CMC in critical condition after a kidnapping had occurred. While investigating the motive for the kidnapping and the subsequent attempt on his life, law enforcement responded to a kidnapping of Benny Razor on May 20th, 2026. Officers arrested 4 individuals. In particular,
I'm going to put this
Shang
on
Lu
a different screen, all right, chat, so I can
recording in
multitask.
his possession, a recording that revealed details of the night Jackie Legs was arrested. This included statements from Jackie Legs about performing surgery on Shang Lu in an attempt to remove a bullet fragment in Shang Lu's head. Instead, Jackie Legs gloated that he purposely did not remove the bullet fragment in Shang Lu's head, but instead removed the scar tissue holding the fragment in place and intentionally dislodged the fragment. Jackie Legs defines to his captors.
Oh, it's EMS versus
Would
doctors.
spiral Shang Lu through various changes to his mental health and ultimately lead to his death. Thus, given his status that he is a government employee, his actions, and his confession on tape, law enforcement assert this defendant, Jackie Legs, committed the offenses set forth herein.
Hey, I've been pro EMS for a minute.
I know you are injured, sir.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Legs, I'm going to read off your charges at this time. You are facing 3 charges.
He's faking it!
Either guilty or not guilty charges at hand. To 1 count of corruption, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
To 1 count of attempted first-degree
Hold on,
murder, how
guys.
do you plead?
Hold on.
Not guilty.
I'm going to hide this. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to... How do I move this to the other screen?
Understood. Let the record show that the defendant has pled not guilty to all charges.
Oh, it's here.
At this time, that means we're going to go ahead and move into opening statements. We will begin with the prosecution. Please begin with your opening when you're ready.
I broke the game.
Your Honor, the people of this court.
Yeah, John! Yeah!
It is the case.
Baby Marshall, let's go!
Betrayal and the violent abuse of power.
Chat, guilty or not guilty?
Most reasonable people churn their stomachs and discuss. In a reasonable working relationship between a patient and the physician, the basic dependencies for the relationship itself is to achieve informed consent for the appropriate treatment plan. The physician in this scenario would then put forth their knowledge and expertise of medicine in a caretaker's capacity for the patient to assess and determine what treatment is most suitable for their condition, their ethical viewpoint, their morality, or any other preferential values that they may deem critical to the situation. In this working relationship, the physician is fully entrusted with the patient's decision to surrender their body to the physician for treatment and is, and is henceforth fully placing their trust in the physician's capability to act as their primary caregiver. Unfortunately today, what we will instead be showcasing to the courts is that Dr. Jackie Legs violated his Hippocratical oath, and in doing so, completely exploited his patient Shang Lu's informed consent in an attempt at his life. Jackie Legs spent an extensive time convincing Shang Lu to take a surgery to remove a bullet fragment in his head, to which evidence presented will show that Dr. Legs informed him of risk associated with surgery. Dr. Legs took those risks and made them the primary goal of the surgery, intending for the bullet fragments to spur Shang Lu into insanity as he spirals to his death. The evidence and testimony today will showcase how Dr. Legs not only intentionally failed Shang Lu's surgery, but only with the expertise granted by a doctor in his field, surgically removed vital scar tissue that kept the embedded bullet fragments from killing Lu. You will hear and see the motive behind Legs' actions and hear his own damning confession to put his own self-interest at the forefront to expose Shang Lu to such risk and banked on the fragments that caused his eventual death.
Okay, yeah. Woo, woo.
That's all. Period.
And from the defense, please.
Your Honor, the state would actually have the court believe that this case is simple. They will ask the court to believe that Dr. Jackie Legs harmed a patient by intentionally leaving bullet fragments inside his head. But this case is not about what happened inside that operating room. This case is about what happened during a kidnapping. The state's most crucial piece of evidence is an audio recording obtained while Dr. Legs was being held against his will, tortured, and coerced.
Oh no,
This
it's
is a
AI
recording where
argument.
threats were made against the defendant. A recording where violence is not only stated, but it can be audibly heard. A recording in which Dr. Legs believed he was not going to survive. The state will ask the court to treat those statements, while made under such deplorable circumstances, as reliable.
Oh no! Wait, the
The state will
argument
ask
is
the
he was
court to
under
treat them as
duress?
truthful and worthy of conviction, but the defense asks one simple question. Would any reasonable person trust every word spoken by someone who believed they were about to die? At the end of this trial, the court will be left with two narratives. One will be built upon a kidnapping recording.
Oh, I think Jong has a
The other will be
chance.
built on medical evidence, testimony, and the actual
They're not contesting it was him.
Surrounding the events in question. Based on the facts, testimony, and evidence presented today, the state will fail to meet its burden of proof. The defense is confident that Dr. Legs will be acquitted of all allegations made against him today. Thank you.
Okay. With that, can we go ahead and have the first witness for the prosecution, please?
Yeah, the state's gonna call Brian Knight to the stand.
Oh fuck.
Director Knight. Are there any on-duty LEOs that would be willing to come up and be a bailiff for this matter? That are not witnesses to this matter?
It's Bobby Milner.
I would also suggest Bobby Milner, Your Honor.
Hey, come on up, cuzzo.
In the interest of... okay. Milner, get on up here. Sometime this calendar day would be a good time to get up here. We are under a time wire. Perfect. Can you please swear the witness in for me?
Yes. Sir, Mr. Director Brian Knight, do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you under the penalty of perjury, so help you, Mr. Saab?
Oh hell no, I ain't swearing to that deity. You got another one?
Based.
That's literally a Babylonian.
Oh.
That was a crazy pick right now.
Yeah. They just got done bombing government facilities.
What?
A lonely hawk. A lonely hawk.
Oh, would you swear on Miss Lonely Hawk?
Yeah, I can do that. That's a good one.
Okay.
Based.
Thank you. The witness is sworn in. Marshal Wayne, the witness is yours.
All right, Director Knight, let's get the easy stuff out of the way. What's your current occupation, rank, and time served?
I am currently the director of the San Andreas State Marshals. And I've been serving law enforcement for roughly 15 years, but in this position, it's maybe 9 months, a year.
Were you involved with the People 16, report number 47598, a report of a blood trail at Paleto?
Yeah, absolutely. I can open my, can I open the report here real quick?
No.
All right, take a look. Yes. This is the report of the welfare check on Shank's property.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Was this visit in relation to the People's 15, report number 47587, 911 call at Innocence?
Correct. You asked me, was it in relation to a 911 call in Innocence?
Yes.
It was.
Okay. The People 16 stated there was exigent circumstances at the Paleto property. Can you explain what the exigency was?
So there was signs of forced entry Trail of blood. Blood that went to a Charon's side where Shang's blood was. Shotgun casings. Zip ties that had been broken. Entire little crime scene. And then there was also blood in the back of the property.
For the last part, blood at the back of the property. Which property was that?
Give me a second here. This has been a little while. Westlawn sidewalk, blood the empty parking lot in the corner. The blood was on the corner of Power and Innocence.
Okay. What was discovered at both properties that would suggest Shang's life was in danger?
Well, there was also a at the Polito property there was a pool of blood, also forced entry as well. Inside there was blood smeared all over the sofa, on the ground. It looked like someone had been just profusely bleeding. So prior to the exigency, it was primarily the trail, but in conjunction with the evidence from both of these scenes, it painted a very clear picture of exigency.
Okay. Shang was later found and arrested in the People's 3. It's number 26115. Were you involved with Shang's and his accomplice Barry Benson's interrogation?
Give me a sec. 26115. Let me pull this up.
While you're pulling up, and we'll allow the question to continue, I'm going to ask you from the bench, Counselor. No conjecture. None of the Shang was later arrested and found in People's 3. Just refer to the evidence and ask the question, please.
Okay.
Don't testify from the from the pit.
Can you repeat the question, please? I got the report up.
Yeah, and the People's 3, were you involved with Shang's and his accomplice Barry Benson's interrogation?
Yes, I was. But very partially. I mostly dealt with Shang. I was there for the arrest. I was there for part of Barry Benson's interrogation. But I mostly spent my time with Shang.
Did Shang explain his during the interrogation? Did Shang explain his motive for hurting Benny Razor?
He did. The interrogation went for some time. And between the evidence and the questions that were brought up, it ultimately led to the understanding that Benny Razor had shot Shang, which ultimately led to Shang talking about a surgery that was taken off island.
Regarding that surgery, what were the key details that stood out to you?
Bro, these questions are really, I don't know where he's going with these questions. The key details in regards to his surgery.
Yeah, things he remembered from the surgery.
Objection. Sorry, are you asking what Brian remembered or what Shang remembered? All right, this sounded like two different questions.
Well, Shang explained his recollection of the off-island surgery, and I'm asking what details stood out to Brian based on.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the question written down as what are the details that stood out to you, Director Knight?
Thank you.
So to kind of frame what I'm about to say here, up until then, we didn't know what the hell happened to Shang, hence the exigency bit, right? So for me, I really wanted to understand what had happened. And as I proceeded to ask him questions about, you know, how did you end up in this state? Was your blood all over the place? And he began to explain how he had gotten surgery off island. He referenced how he remembers being excessively hurt, and that he had undergone he had sort of described himself getting put back together, and that it sounded like it was a consequence of sort of like a matter of like life or death. What was strange was that it even had to take place somewhere else. But, you know, yeah. He also mentioned inferences and statements about Charlie. Now, when I say Charlie, I'm referencing Charlie from The Faceless. He also made references to an individual that, as he described in detail, I recognized to be one of the Faceless assault team members. They wear rather unique black outfits. They've been in press releases and whatnot. But whereas Charlie tends to wear a white skull mask of a particular type, these individuals, who are almost like protective services, but also assault services for the Faceless, they wear red. He described the military equipment, the doctors that were next to them. So that sort of very much took me aback. And I poked a lot of questions or asked a lot of questions surrounding that.
For clarification, in the People's Five, Barry Benson's interrogation, was this the Charlie you were referencing to him?
Ask that question again, please. Do you mind speaking up just a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
I've got this like bell ringing over here, so
yeah,
it's almost as loud as you are.
Oh, sorry. Okay. What about now? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm standing straight now. The People's Five, Barry Benson's interrogation. Was this the Charlie you were referencing to him?
48. Let me just pull this up. 48676. Oh, when I went in to ask the questions to Barry, yes.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay. Interesting. Doubling back to Shang's interrogation, you mentioned he wasn't the first. Actually, let me scrap that real quick. Let me re-ask that in a better way. In the interview, you mentioned Key McNulty's situation. How is that the same or similar to Shang's situation?
Objection, relevance. Why are we talking about Key and Multi?
Rebuttal.
This was what Mr. Knight mentioned in the interrogation tapes, and it had to do with the off-island surgeries and being taken off island. basically he was saying this wasn't the first time that somebody was taken by the faceless like this.
And one more rebuttal from the defense.
What?
Rebuttal from you, Miss Archer.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Should I consider the objection withdrawn then, Counselor?
Sure.
Okay. The objection is withdrawn. You may answer the question.
It was similar in that, as can be seen on, the McNulty docket, I believe those reports are in. There was, how do I put this? The description of where they were, the description of what kind of actions may have been done to his, his facial part of his body. It was very reminiscent to the information we received about McNulty's case.
I see.
Yeah.
Before you continue, as a point of order, the courts will not be considering any evidence from another case pertaining to this matter. If that's a concern from the defense, that will not be levied against your client.
Okie dokie.
These are very challenging questions because I'm not really sure what they're asking.
Shang surgery report. The report mentions GSW caused by a shotgun. How does a shotgun shell differ from a regular bullet?
Shotguns in San Andreas tend to be pellet based, and versus what would be a singular projectile. Slugs are something that are also common among shotguns, but their projectile and impact are also very discernible. But both like on scene, quite frankly.
Okay. Are the pellets from a shotgun shell able to cover multiple parts of the body in a single shot?
That is correct. That's kind of the design of like a by design thing.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna have you pull up the People's 2. It's gonna be the voice recording. I'll give you a timestamp once you have that opened up.
Did you give that to me one more time? Sorry, which one am I looking
at? The People's 2.
The People's 2. Uno momento. Okay. People's 2. The Barry Benson audio recording and transcription.
Yes. Can you open up the actual audio recording?
Yep. Give me a second here. Can be back one. Audio. Other. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. I am.
For time's sake here, Marshal Wayne, is there anywhere in the transcription that you can refer to specifically?
I got it open right now if you want.
Oh, I just have a specific timestamp I wanted to listen to. It's just a single line. Is that an issue, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Have a seat.
So basically,
Sorry, excuse me. Is this taken?
During your interrogation, Barry, you mentioned a Darth Vader voice. In the recording at 2 minutes 28 seconds, is that what you were describing?
Being altered heavily if they moved in one direction, and possible sudden death if they moved in the other, essentially.
question, did you remove them? Or negative?
Well,
Oh. Okay, I can hear it. What was the question?
Is that the Darth Vader voice you mentioned to Barrett?
Yes.
And then seconds later, who replied to the Darth Vader voice about removing the scar tissue?
Give me a second.
Question.
in the other direction, and possible sudden death if they moved in the other, essentially.
I have a question, did you remove them?
After the question, do you remove them?
Yeah.
Or negative?
The one who says, well, negative?
No, the one after the negative.
Well, I have a feeling you already know the answer to that.
Oh, that's going to be Dr. Jackie Legs.
Okay. Is Charlie the only one to exclusively use the Darth Vader voice?
I mean, that was my description at the time. When communicating with a party I know who's also communicated with them. So, I wouldn't say the Darth Vader voice, but we understood one another when making that reference.
Okay. That'll be it for me, Your Honor.
Okay, floor is open for cross from you, Miss Archer.
No cross.
Okay, easy.
Director Knight, you can step down at this time.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Is the witness marked for recall?
No.
Okay, Director Knight, in addition, you are free to go, sir.
Awesome. Thank you.
Prosecution will take your next witness.
I was very confused with some of those questions because I didn't really know what they were asking for.
Next witness,
Oh, sorry.
Or
Yes.
being cross-examined.
Okay. The people like to call Miss Ruby York.
He asked me some really good ones at the end, but I was very confused with the beginning questions.
Sorry, Your Honor. These rows are very tricky to get in.
You just call me fat.
Yeah, that is one thing
let the record show that
they should be doing.
Yeah.
Based on your understanding of the case, do you believe blah? Why blah? Why blah? And then go into it. And that's something that I've noticed has been happening a lot more is people chop out like
who did you say? Oh,
painting a picture.
Oh, that's big.
Right? Which I should have been able to do.
Swimmy and Milner.
To be fair, I'm also looking at these questions once, and this court case really kind of, or the stuff that happened before this didn't let me help them prep. So it is what it is.
Yes, I do.
Very nice. The witness is sworn in, Your Honor.
All right. Ruby, let's get let's get through the easy question. What's your current occupation, rank, and time served?
I am a police officer in the LSPD, a lieutenant, and I have been in this PD for 2.5 years.
Okay. Were you involved with the People's 15 regarding a 911 call at Innocence?
Yes. Yep.
What was the 911 call about?
It was an anonymous call. Someone had seen blood on the sidewalk and a broken door.
Okay. Upon arrival, what did you see at the 911 call's location?
The door was definitely broken. It was there were hinges on the ground. It was like it had been like completely ripped off. It was really strange. There was blood on the sidewalk, and it was leading in two directions. One was over towards the parking lot on the west side next to sanitation. and it also led inside the building.
What did you find inside the building?
We followed the blood. It was a trail of blood that went north on the long red carpet. It led all the way inside, kind of past a lounge area, past a bar type area, towards what looked like, I suppose I would call it like a fight cage or a performance stage. It's hard to really tell exactly what it was used for, but on the stage was a single chair, and the blood led up onto the stage. There was blood on the stage. There was old, crusty blood as well, and it was hard to tell at first. What else did we see? Zip ties, more blood sort of on the lattice wood on the corners. And then we also found a casing.
What was the ballistic evidence recovered from the scene?
The casing, it was a single shotgun shell.
Was there any DNA evidence gathered from the scene?
Yes, yep. DNA was gathered from multiple points, from the doorway, inside on the dripping on the wall. Yes, it was collected, and I believe it was Deputy Petrov that collected that while I was on scene with him, and took it to MRPD lab.
Who did the DNA come back to?
Shanglu.
Did you conduct a welfare check on Shanglu?
Yes, we did. We looked up
Oh, I gotta
Shang's
work out
properties.
tomorrow.
He had a couple on Roy Lowenstein, where the ADMC block is. There was the one in Toledo. And then I was really surprised that the place that we were at on Innocence was also in his name. I thought it belonged to someone else.
How did you decide where to conduct? How did you decide where to conduct this welfare check first?
We didn't really. We had a list of properties to work our way through. We drove past the ADMC block. It's very hard to tell which building is which. It's like a block of apartments. There were no cars. There was nothing. We drove past and went to MRPD, and that's where we took the blood into the lab. Sorry, no, we had already taken the blood into the lab, and then we drove up. Petrov and I drove up to Toledo, to the Toledo house.
What did you find at the Toledo house?
When we found the correct property, we found a pool of bloods outside the front door. On the door, there was you could tell there was like someone had pushed against the door, but it wasn't quite open. There was blood, and I really don't know what the other substance was. We'll just call it body fluid on the door and on the door handle.
Oh, look, there's cum on the door handle.
Upon entry, what was the scene like?
When we finally entered the building, there was, sorry, you go into like a open plan area. It was really eerie at first. There was music playing from like an iPad, and it was just kind of odd. And then you look past the coffee table at the couch, and the couch was like, there was blood on the couch. And then when you turn to the right, you could see more blood going up the hallway and on the door.
Your statement mentions a note. What was written on that note?
Can I reference it? It's an evidence.
Sure.
1 second.
Oh shit! Season 1 of Tarkov starts in July. Rework task system.
Sorry, 1 second.
They're good. They're good cat names.
It is. It is really
Peak,
good.
peak cat name.
Yeah, at the very end of the hallway, there was another door. There was blood there as well, and there was a note on the ground, and it was addressed to Barry.
What were the general contents of the note?
It sort of talked about having a surgery done by Jackie. Something about you said not to trust him, but he's a good one. Then it talks about how he felt like he failed Barry. And then he talked about tally marks. And then something about at the very end, let's burn this place down, which I'm not sure what that meant.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's move forward in time here.
You got this, John.
In the People's 3, an incident involving Benny Razor and Shang Lu, was Shang Lu apprehended?
Shang Lu was finally apprehended on the Del Perro Pier.
What was found on Shang?
Oh gosh, multiple things. Class 2 weapon, Molotovs, illegal class 1 weapons, and then I think some books and some notebooks.
What were the findings of the written material from Shang's possession?
Well, there were
Objection.
two... Oh, sorry.
Vague. What are you specifically referring to?
Yeah, can you specify the question? I'm going to sustain here.
Wait, what? I was about to. Do I not get a rebuttal, Your Honor?
I'm just going to ask you to clarify the question, just for my sake as well.
Okay. Written materials, as in she just mentioned the books and notebooks.
Right, there were multiple. Is there a certain book or notebook that you're referring to?
Notebook 1, Notebook 2, and Notebook 3.
Okay.
1 moment.
Just want to, just curious. These items are sealed on the docket. Are we free to speak about them in front of the court?
Was that a question for you, Your Honor, or was it for...
Now I have counsel approach for a sidebar. Ms. York, can you step to the side?
Sure.
Yeah.
At some point, you would hope.
I can't believe you're a faceless plant, Jackie.
No, I don't know about you, but I felt like he was saying I was Charlie.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean, welcome to the group of people that have been accused of being faceless assets. I mean, Fred called me a faceless asset, so you know.
Why have I never been called a faceless asset? What the fuck?
Damn it, Cantor, you're such a faceless asset.
You're not around enough.
I'm gonna twat it.
What if they killed Frost?
Faceless.
No, the people left.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't have a very high opinion of the director.
Okay, what was the
So-
reason this was sealed?
Possible. I
He
think
just
they're
didn't
all
want it
incompetent.
plastered on the docket. We can still he just okay with us talking about it.
Do we
Self-serving.
care who
Mhm.
didn't,
Wow.
who doesn't want it?
Say it a little louder, Gravy.
Okay,
Why
do we
don't you?
care at all? Is this so? First off, is Ruby answering these questions vital to the cases as it pertains to the charges?
I mean, yeah, it makes references to the to Jackie
Is it
doing
vital? Is it vital for her to make that connection publicly between us, counsel, and the judge?
Yes, spicy!
Is there another way that we can bring this up for the judge to be able to pull that?
It doesn't. It's not necessary for the public to know.
I would say we don't care about notebook 1. There's something important there. We care about notebook 2.
Let's remember, these people listened to the recording.
I've given up my entire fucking life for EMS and doctors, but I'm self-serving.
Of a man whom, with zero fear in his voice, gloated
Then unseal it.
at
It is not vital.
abusing
There's any chance that this could be
someone
done
in
way,
their care,
or
and they,
the judge to be able to make those connections with
the
this
lack
evidence because
of
if you
shame
see that sealed
is
evidence, then we can skip
incredible.
that portion. It is your call, both of you, depending on how
More
how that
interested in their friend being seen clean
Well, Barry's note
than
was public.
holding
Given that it was what was found. Oh no.
a drop, a morsel morality.
I could just maybe sneak in during closing and just basically said Chang's agreed to it. We have his photo, his phone calls to it. Or,
Not even that.
conversation.
I would say with reference to the sealed evidence, I would say refer to sealed evidence A, B, C, D here to allow.
They have a
further,
choice.
And then proceed with the rest of the closing. I don't think it's necessary to unseal the evidence. I think you can just reference that sealed evidence, and then Adams is an experienced enough judge that he will be able to make that connection. Remember, you don't have to spoon feed a justice.
Okay.
So it's your call. You go
Regardless of the outcome today,
This is your case strategy. My recommendation is to keep the seal and ask questions about
the
other
truth
things
is
and strike
obvious
everything
as to
else
what
prior
occurred.
concerning the questions on the notebook. That's my recommendation.
Yeah.
It's
been mostly foundational stuff
strike
so
your
far.
question and any answers from Ruby concerning the notebook. So it's not on court record. It's already out there in the public, but strike the question and answer.
Okay. And then
That's my recommendation.
And then closing,
And
I
then
just say.
reference sealed. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
you
would be
say
like, this
you made-
happened. Reference sealed evidence ABC, and then this happened, and then reference ABC. You don't have to. Go ahead.
Oh, so I say basically, for me, I would just say he already made his decision. He's made it known he's made this decision, and gave his full trust to Jackie. Just reference the specific sealed material.
No, don't. We'll discuss that in discussion for closing. But in the that I don't reference. You're overthinking it. Just continue to different line of questioning is my recommendation.
Okay. Let me double check it then. Yeah. you know
Might
what? We
I
could-
make
we
a
could do it.
suggestion to the court regarding the sealed evidence? We could clear the room so they could talk about sealed evidence if they motion for it. Wow.
It's fine, Your Honor. We'll be continuing holding the seal this time and move on to different questioning. The state or the people will motion to strike the question and previous answer from Ms. York.
Oh, well, there was no answer given, so there's no answer to strike. But the question of what were the findings of the written material will be stricken.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll move along to different lines of questioning. Thank you, Your Honor, for your patience.
Speak up,
Benches. They need
Wayne.
to get new benches.
Oh, sorry, I was in we were in scheming mode. Hold on. Okay, let's move on to the People's 2. On the actual recording, Ruby, do you recognize the voices on the recording?
Most, not all.
Please name the voices you recognize.
Barry Benson. I believe Jackie, Art Legs. There were two.
The scary thought is
female voice.
he was caught
I
this
believe
time.
That is.
What about the
Cora?
times he was not caught? The times.
And the only other voice that I remember was Erwin Dundee.
Oh, how can you tell that was Erwin Dundee's voice?
I have been an officer here for quite some time. And even prior to this location, I've had multiple
worse.
interactions with that man. Not very nice interactions, unfortunately, and that voice is extremely distinguishable.
Okay. When Dundee was on recording, telling the ladies to put their hands up, who were the people yelling back at him?
As I said, I definitely know one lady was Cora. And I'm not 100% on the other female voice.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Ruby. That should be it for me. I'm gonna double check real quick, and then we'll let you know when we end our turn. Anything else that pops up on test?
That was it. Ruby.
Am I good to do cross?
Just one moment.
Oh, okay.
Or conferring with co-counsel.
Sorry.
I think that should be it for Ruby. I don't think we have anything else.
Okay. Yeah, nothing pops up then.
Yeah.
That should be it. That'll be it from the people, Your Honor.
Okay, floor is open for cross.
Sure, just one sec. I'm just looking for something.
This isn't real, right?
Hi, Ruby.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm a little tired, but I'm good, thank you.
Ruby, can we refer back to the note in report 47598, Blood Trail Polito?
One moment. Yes.
And for the record, the piece of evidence we're referring to is Polito Shang Lu's property note on floor 2.
Yes.
Ruby, I know you recounted, but could you just go ahead and read that note for me?
Sure. Barry, destroy this letter when you're done reading it. I had surgery done by Jackie. He said he removed the fragments from my head. Maybe things will look up now. I'm feeling better. You said never trust them, but Jackie's a good one. Maybe this is my opportunity to get better. I don't want to text you this, as I know the cops will read it. But if I don't answer your calls or texts by the time you have your plan, then I'm sorry. I failed you. I failed them. I should have done things better. The club deserved better than me, but I'm not letting anyone else kill it except me. don't trust Benny or Finn. You said don't show vulnerability, but I love Tally. Every time I close my eyes, I see her face.
What
I
is she
can't
referencing?
get
Which
her
evidence
blood
was
off
that?
my hands,
I pulled up
no
all
matter
the
how often I
notes.
wash them. Stay safe. You're all I have. I did all of this for you, and 1,000 lives I could live, and 1,000 times I'd do it all again. I meant what I said at the end the last time I wrote you a letter. Let's burn this place
what
down.
report is this
Still
number?
none, Shang.
479218.
Ruby,
That was sealed.
did you ever do any DNA testing on
June
this letter?
4th, 2026.
Yes.
At 15:38 PDT.
Did the results yield anything?
No, they did not.
What does it state about the surgery in this letter?
Sentence number 2 said, I had surgery done by Jackie. He said he removed the fragments from my head.
And did Shang state how he was feeling in that note?
It's you guys' call if you want to object to it.
Just
It
one
was sealed
moment.
and she had no objection.
Take your time.
1 second. Blood tropoledo was also sealed. Yeah, both
It says, I'm feeling better. This may be my opportunity to get better.
So going to the People's 3, you said
Wait,
you
I'm
definitely
feeling
know
better?
that is Cora. Is that correct?
Yes. I believe there are possibly 2 female or 3, I think at least 2 female voices. I only recalled 1.
Were you on scene when this recording happened?
I was not on scene when the recording happened.
Did you witness Cora stating those words?
I did not witness them with my eyes.
Did Cora tell you that was her?
No.
Did anyone corroborate that was Cora?
No person did, no.
Did you have a photo of her on scene?
On which scene?
On the scene of the recording, I guess.
I was not at the scene of the recording.
Was there evidence entered in that she was there?
Where?
Wherever this recording took place.
Not to my knowledge.
So how do you know it was definitely her?
I have been an officer for a long time. I've dealt with ADMC multiple times. Also, there was mention of a Cora and Blue on the recording.
So to confirm, you know it was her because she was mentioned on the recording?
No, because I recognize the voice.
Okay. Thank you. No further questions.
Redirect.
To your knowledge, Ruby, who is Blue?
Blue is Aoki Ma.
Okay. That was my first one, Your Honor. But let me see my co-counsel, has any?
You're literally just like poking a hole in anything. How would you know who's on that?
Nope.
I don't think she knows anything about this.
I hope someone fucking assassinates
We're all
this
good, Your
guy
Honor.
on the way out. Why the fuck?
Okay.
Why the fuck don't I start acting? Why can't I be corrupt? I mean, I could set up a fucking sniper rifle, and when he walks out, just dead.
should you not have been able to answer the questions you needed to during cross. Do you intend to mark the witness for recall at this time?
Could you give me just 1 minute to decide?
Sure.
She did reference here the piece of evidence that is sealed.
Is it the Polito one?
Yes. Yeah, we've said that.
No, I'm not going to mark it for recall.
Okay. With that settled, then, Miss York, you are free to go if you so choose. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, just a quick thing, right? Regarding the line of question regarding the Polito property, she did end up reading sealed evidence. Since we ended up having.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Okay, we have the same
Fuck it, I'm doing it too.
Regarding the Polito property,
Walks up.
especially notes and everything.
You know what? We're not going to stop there. We're going to start
rebuttal
with
for that.
like take out the others too. You know what I mean?
Sealed evidence.
They brought that evidence in themselves. They already screwed themselves on that. Because they think they need it again.
They just said we brought the evidence
We
ourselves.
need 3 prosecutors on their side.
They-
They still can't do their job right.
Are they actually implying that we should be not providing evidence? What the fuck?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
There's not been much yet.
You know these fucking dumb fucks actually probably heard the recording and they're perfectly fine.
I went to say
That
that
this is a
totally
special kind of
sounds like
twisted.
everything I went to go text you is a huge paragraph. I'm not going.
It's not about right or wrong. It's can I protect my friend?
Yeah.
Everyone else on the outside is a monster.
I agree.
Yeah, get frick.
They only have Madeline Monk as the last one, so like I would imagine that.
Sorry, Cassie. Oh, frick.
Hey, Jackie, could you pass me food before I pass out here?
Sorry. You're good.
Thank you. I was hoping I could wait till I got on the stand, but I don't think that's happening.
Are you okay? Do you need food?
Oh yeah, that's all I'm grabbing. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What is what's happening? Is this
You got it?
sidebar or something?
Oh, I don't see it.
Yeah. I think they're just kind of mostly going over evidence. I think most of it they're relying on what's been assigned.
I see.
Please, if you have a snack, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. Okay. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you both.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you, Ruby.
Look, 2026 and people can't mute their phones. What is going on?
I'm unfortunately not available. I'm so sorry. Alright, bye-bye.
How are you still awake, Veronica?
Girl, I have no fucking clue. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh!
I'm losing my mind.
Oh, were you here at the end of, you know, us getting all the, you know, the little babaloons?
Yeah.
We found their lair.
It is a strong word. Their lair?
Yeah.
Where?
We'll have to discuss later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know. They had a lair?
Yeah.
She has pretty lap candy though.
Oh my goodness, this lady.
Yo, I think if the doctor isn't found guilty with the evidence that's on there, I think Knight might do his first like actual thing of corruption and work with Mr. Blue on a deal to get him kidnapped and tortured. And have what was done to Shang happen to him. And also do what happened to Rex as well, because he did assist with that. You might be like, well, you know, but ADMC did that to Rex. Yeah, but he allowed it to happen, and he's a government employee, and he has probably done much worse to others under his blade. That's how that's how Brian's mind is thinking.
Yes. The last witness we have is Madeline Montez.
Whether he follows through with it is another question. I got the black bags. Oh my god.
All right, Miss Montez, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, under the penalty of perjury, so help you, Aluni Hawk?
I do.
Very nice. The witness is sworn in, Your Honor.
Okay, maybe again.
Okay. Ms. Montez, what's your current occupation, rank, and time served?
I am an LEO, Senior Deputy of the VCSO. I've served for around a year and 2 months.
All right. Let's get to it. In the People's 3, an incident involving Benny Razor and a bomb. Was Barry Benson apprehended?
Yes, he was.
What was found on Barry Benson?
There was a Class 2 firearm. There was ammunition. There was handcuffs and a blindfold. There was a couple radios, knuckle dusters, knives, books, compass, and a voice recorder, among some other things.
In the People's 2, did you transcribe that recording found on Barry Benson?
Correct, yes.
How did you identify the people speaking on the recording?
There was multiple ways of identifying. Barry Benson, I identified his voice since I was talking to him face to face the moment I listened to the recording. So I knew it was him. As for Jackie Legs, I recognized his voice as I had previously an interview with him. As for give me 1 second. Apologies for that. As for Miss Aokima, she was identified to be unseen through one of the phone subpoenas. Same with Miss Cora Star. And same for Mr. Erwin Dundee.
Okay. So you mentioned the subpoena, People's 13. How is Aokima identified based off of the People's 13?
Apologize. She was identified as she had hanged Mr. Barry Benson to a location, which was found to be the same location that Mr. Irwin Dundee texted Barry Benson to meet up at.
What was that location?
La Fuente Blanca.
Oh my God, that's the first person to pronounce it right.
You mentioned Irwin Dundee communications. Can you describe the nature of the communication Irwin Dundee had with Barry?
It was mostly one-sided from Irwin Dundee towards Barry Benson. The communication was him telling him that he saw a male alone. Cops were busy at the time. There was an opportunity now. The male in question was getting a phone call and quote unquote mentions someone called Blue was involved in that phone call. He mentions La Fuente Blanca as the male was moving and describes a black
Shots of
Lambo
sensor guards.
Urus with green blue headlights traveling up to La Fuente Blanca. Then describes that the male was at the time in La Fuente Blanca.
Looking at the People's 21, Jackie Legg's phone subpoena, was Aokima in contact with Jackie?
Yes.
How?
They had a phone call for about 20 seconds.
Was this in the same time
Bro,
frame?
I am dying.
When
been a long
when
2
she sent
days.
the GPS location to Barry Benson?
The GPS location was sent at 10:04 p.m. EST. And the phone call between Jackie Legs and Aokima was at 9:55 p.m. EST.
Okay. Was there any communication with Cora Starr and Barry Benson the night of the kidnapping?
Yes.
What were they?
It was from Cora to Barry Benson, asking him to call him immediately. Very important. She then sends him a phone number that we know is Jackie Legs and proceeds to name Jackie Legs on the text. And then she mentions that she had gotten the timeline wrong and that Shine had had surgery 2 nights ago. Then proceeds to say, "Emergency, answer us please."
Two nights ago. In the People's 21, I believe it was Shang Lu's phone subpoena. Was he in contact with Jackie in that time frame?
Sorry, you mean Jackie Legs?
Yes. I don't know. It should be the People's 21. Actually, hold on. Let me check. There's so much. sorry, Jackie likes Savina. People's 21. Should be 49210.
Yes, correct. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Was there a follow-up communication with Aoki Ma and Benny Razor, or not Benny Razor, Barry Benson the following day?
Yes.
What was the message sent from Aoki Ma to Barry that time?
Aoki mentions that she didn't know what to say, that she had no reason to trust anyone, but she wants to make sure and help make sure that Shang is okay.
God, it ended. Oh fuck.
I know once the bell ends, but I just feel like I could hear myself think again.
Oh my god, that's why I was having a headache. That fucking bell, bro.
Was there an apology made in there?
From Mr. Benson
Barry.
too.
Yeah.
Not an apology, I would say. He just mentions he's glad that she's alive.
Okay. That'll be it for me, Your Honor. Let me double check with my co-counsel real quick.
Yeah.
Anything you feel like sticking out about this?
Not really. I think the evidence speaks for itself, and having the witnesses walk through everything, I think, is perfectly fine. So, yeah, I think everything's good, and then we can just go off of whatever's there. So.
Yeah, I'll just altering the evidence, highlight, and hope for the best. Then.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, Your Honor, that'll be it from us.
All right. Floor is open for cross.
Hi, Montez.
Hi, Kit.
Hi. Just to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
The People's 2 is not sealed, right?
Stand by.
No. It's the audio
I just want to make sure. I went through and made a list, but I just want to make sure.
It's not. It's been referred to plenty of times, and anyone that's sitting in here can take a look at that if they really want to.
I confirm, Your Honor. I control F everything. I do not see where it's sealed.
Thank you.
Yep. Anyone that's in here, anyone can take a look at that report if they really want to.
Okay.
Isn't that the same for the ones we talked about earlier?
Deputy Montez, is your rank deputy or is it a different rank?
Senior deputy.
Senior deputy. Fancy. Senior deputy Montez. Referring to the People's 2. Did you question Barry Benson about the tape?
Yes.
Did he say he was on the recording?
Would you mind rephrasing that?
Did Barry say he was on the recording?
No.
What did he refer to it as?
He did not refer it as anything.
Did he say it was an audio novel?
No, he just mentioned that it was a tape. He did not give further insight on the recording itself.
Did you ask him to identify specific people on the tape?
Jonah, for fuck's sake.
Just move.
Don't be.
I did.
now.
Did he
This is
identify
stupid.
people?
I
on
need
the
to go
tape?
out.
This was really
No.
stupid, yeah.
Ow.
Did you ask him how he got the tape?
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I'm so sorry.
I don't recall.
Did you ask him what the date of the recording was?
No.
Did you ask him to explain the damage to the recording?
No.
How did you authenticate the recording?
What does authenticating mean?
Did you run it through any software or anything?
Hmm?
Well,
Run it through software to authenticate? What does that mean?
I had a recorder and I listened to tapes through the recorder. Then we proceeded to bring the recording to our systems online.
Did you check for any signs of doctoring?
No.
Did you use any tools to prove that the recording was authentic?
Say you used a crowbar.
Were there threats made during the recording?
From one of the speakers, yes.
And which speaker was that?
Barry Benson.
What threats did he make?
He mentioned towards Jackalex to drop the attitude before he would put a bullet through his skull.
Do you remember if he said anything else? You're welcome to reference evidence.
Give me 1 second. He also mentions, I can end this very quickly if you want to keep talking to me like that. Those are the two direct threats that he makes in the recording.
Okay, thank you.
Those are really good questions, but she wouldn't have ran it through the lab. That wouldn't have been her,
We have nothing for redirect.
you know.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Was that it from you as well, Miss Mercer?
It's not like in the city, but like that exists.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
Was that it for your
Why would it be
questioning?
her
The last question
response?
you asked
Yeah.
about if you said anything
They're
else?
good questions, but there's no inference that she would be the authenticator,
I
right?
apologize, I didn't hear you say that. And there's nothing further, nothing on redirect from the prosecution?
No.
Okay. Senior Deputy, you can step
I'm
down.
not going to be recalling her.
Thank you so much.
And you are free to go at this time.
Really, I'm still part of the prosecution, Your Honor.
Oh.
I have a question. Maybe it's too
Sure.
late. Because we've already finished
She's gonna try to motion to remove it.
trial motions, but I don't think we ever confirmed if two pieces of evidence are sealed or not. The people
Oh,
17
never
and
mind.
18. I think that was sort of left in limbo.
I mean, it's only Barry admitting to what he did and Shane confirming his own thing.
Was there anything else there, Jonah?
It's self-snitching.
I mean, we can deal with it.
No.
Should it become necessary?
Okay.
But
Yeah, if it becomes like
haven't been there on the scene and
if this takes more than 5 minutes, I'm gonna say don't see
kind of
Counsel
gained a
Rossette's approach.
visual appreciation for who was where and who shot when and whose blood was where and whose projectiles were where.
Did you come to the same conclusion I originally said?
Yeah.
You guys mind if we take like a 5-minute recess before we?
Yeah, we have a joint 6-minute recess for half hour. You know, to reconvene at 8:30 PST. Parentheses the best
Is
time
there
zone in
any-
parentheses.
Well, just to confirm, does the prosecution rest the case at this time?
No further witnesses. No.
Okay. All right. So you rest at this time?
Yeah.
Very well. Court's going to be in recess until 30 minutes after the hour.
Your Honor, can I ask you something?
Court's in recess. If you're going to ask me something, both parties.
Oh no, it's something unrelated.
Please go to
Can I
bed.
smoke in here?
I'm going to bed right now.
No,
okay?
no
Alright.
smoking in this courtroom.
Yeah.
We've had too many of our buildings burned down.
While you're being called up.
Personally, no cigarettes allowed.
Understood.
Good night, Chief.
He said nothing.
Nice VW.
About
Grab
a
some
cigar.
food, go get what you need to. Stretch your legs. We'll be back in 5
He
minutes.
said no smoke.
He said no smoking, you
I'm
doofus.
chewing on it. I'm chewing on it. That's not a
okay.
lighter in my hand.
Okay,
I
as
will
long
need
as you're not actually
I've had a
smoking
fucked
it.
up day, okay?
We've all had a
I'm-
fucked up day, pal.
I'm very fucking aware. Just me.
Sure.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll even-
I know nothing about anything to do with this case.
Do you think the judge would mind if I cracked open a beer right now?
I'm sure Mads will
Okay, you're signed on duty.
Oh yeah, I mean mineral water. Mineral water.
Okay.
Fizzy, spicy water? Yes, spicy water. That's the one.
It's a stupid AI question. Not AI, but like it's not a stupid question, but like it's something we can handle because even if she argued that as doctor, we have evidence from subpoenas that prove that.
V, do you have any food?
We discussed this. Yeah, we discussed.
If you
this
look at
yesterday,
the
but
evidence
the
map from the report.
Yes.
It's like this evidence very well could be that, but
So I would look at the evidence map. VR is helpful, but not that helpful. But
People being in contact within the same officer experience identifying people and then pulling subpoenas like physical records backing those.
She still believes
it's not
Yes, it's
not doing him any favors. I'll put it that
but
way.
you have a bunch of contributory evidence putting into that recording that builds the story in and of itself.
So close.
I don't know.
Don't be too afraid.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh man.
He performed a surgery without making a report on it.
Yes,
That is an accurate
and we haven't gotten to that
Oh.
yet.
Perfect. I mean, it's just something to add. Yeah, it's just something to add into closing.
Yep.
So she's doing two things. She's both poking doubt and building an affirmative defense. It seems
They weren't very happy
more
with that
likely
comment, huh,
right
Mike?
now that
Yeah.
she's
Which
poking
one?
the doubt
Yeah.
there. Your evidence is
But they were.
lean
Yeah,
into
I
that,
just wanted to
wrap it
make
up in
sure I
closing.
could-
Like
Bring
wait,
in
like
the
a while
doubt
ago.
that the defense
Yeah.
is bringing, but like the defense is calling doubt.
Yeah, I
here.
have
That's not
zero
true. Here's the
respect
and bring in the evidence.
for.
Tell the story.
I wouldn't say
Present
all of them
evidence,
because
and
some
what
of them they
evidence
have
is sealed,
to maintain an
not what we
appearance
talked
for
about
their
earlier.
job.
Don't reference the sealed evidence. Just be like,
Well, I specifically
this is
said
the
it
situation
for
and
one
this was
person,
found.
and
Those
she
details
heard
were
it.
found in
And that's what
sealed
matters.
evidence XYZ.
Yeah.
Don't
I
reference
That was my point.
reference
if
the
we had more
evidence
bandwidth, I would
sealed,
have gone
don't
after the
reference
entirety of the
Does that make sense?
department. We just don't have the.
Yeah,
the
because
time
he's
for
smart.
it.
We don't have to spoon feed him everything. We're so used to having to spoon feed a lot of judges. We don't have to spoon feed Adams any information. So
I'm gonna take a quick 5 and
I am too.
Can I step outside for a little bit?
Yes, yeah, take your time.
Need
Yep,
her.
smoke your cigarette. You got it. I'll be here for you, Mads.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna use the little Marshals room.
Sky,
Yes.
I want to give Ventura 1 week of bereavement uniform, whatever the fuck he wants to do.
He needs to be identifiable as an
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna bitch him out for wearing the op uniform.
the fucking paintball shit.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna give him a week off. Me pressing him about that.
That's fine.
Okay, all right. I wanted to clear that with you.
That uniform just fucking reminds me of back home seeing a bunch of freaking like guys in their early 20s. They're like
I'm so
in
fucking
the
cool,
army.
man. I'm an operator. I'm a SEAL Team 6 operator. Got my
Hey, John, you're doing good. I don't think he heard me.
I don't think he
I don't
heard
think
you.
he's paying attention to you, sir.
No.
He's just so focused on the case. He hears nothing.
Have you been, Root?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go fuck myself today.
Nobody
Yeah.
wants to talk to you,
Everyone,
Brian.
I know what the fuck.
It's on like a.
I'm prepared to dig them the biggest fucking grave they've ever fucking asked for.
I'll just go fuck myself.
What a fucking day. What a fucking day.
You're telling me.
Brother, it's what a fucking week.
I was just
It's been the last 48 hours have been fucking insane. You
I'll
know?
make Rohan do it.
Oh wait, courthouse was Sunday, wasn't it?
You not want to be a
No,
really
Monday.
When was the Monday? Monday was the observatory.
Wait, what day is it?
I don't know.
What day?
No.
I'm
It's
convinced we
how
live in
did it
hell.
get to Thursday already?
They say
to be Friday.
some people say San Andreas is purgatory. I just think it's hell at this point.
It is 30 minutes past the
All
hour.
my days blur together.
Do we have everybody here that needs to be here?
Yeah, today's your day off. What are you even doing at work?
Doesn't look like it.
I wanted to
Looks
be
like
here
there's
for
missing witnesses
Maddie.
from the defense side.
Dippy's running to grab her.
Unlucky.
Oh, there she is.
Could have been tucked in bed with a nice book, just
Was yapping
completely
really fast.
unaware.
I did sleep
Miss
in quite
Archer.
late compared to usual today.
Yeah.
It's your time to shine.
Does anybody have food? Any food havers?
No,
Oh, Blunt, did you put the announcement up?
Yeah.
The defense would like to call Marshal Wayne.
Colin
to the
Cassie's
stand,
here. She's
please.
definitely gonna have food.
The
Marshal Wayne.
Cassie stand up again.
For Frost?
It'd
yeah.
be kind of funny.
Oh, sorry.
You
Oh,
said you wrote one,
I
but
just
I
got
don't know
back.
where
I
it
just got
is.
back.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I thought you were gonna write one.
Is Maddie still on
Cassie,
I think I was.
You wrote
do you
it.
have any food?
No. I said, could you? I meant what I was trying to say. I was probably close. I was probably
Can I help you,
close.
Jonah?
I mean,
Do you have any? Do you have any food?
what I was trying to communicate is like maybe write it.
me
and
and
just, like,
Scott.
I
hold
gotta
it
go to the
until,
security
you know.
guard because I don't have
Oh.
privilege.
Listen, you gotta
yet.
write it because I'm
Okay.
shit at it. Ruth is
Oh.
wicked dog shit at
You're
it.
Marshall?
I got it.
Yeah.
Here, let me make a phone call.
Ugh, I got food for you, Joe. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you. It's for me and
Health
Sky.
insurance.
It's, you're feeding the women and the men.
Hello, Irishman.
Rue, you give me whiplash.
I don't have Maddie's phone number, so maybe you can call her.
You're welcome.
You can split that up between the two of you.
Well, I'll give you whiplash.
It's just very weird seeing you as a marshal now after, I've been around for like all of your past until now.
Sparks, are you back?
Yeah. I was doing a whole lot
I
of
don't
nothing for
hold
about a
it.
Oh,
year
get off
after
her
all that
tablet.
shit, so
I am not holding
things change,
it against
unfortunately.
you.
That time.
I'm not. I'm
I mean,
not
you can if
mentioning
you
it in a
want. Some
negative.
people are.
The time that she asked for.
No, I date a criminal, Rue.
Oozy.
Who are you dating?
Perez.
You can wait a couple minutes.
Can I be your flower girl when you get married?
Well, we're not getting married.
We don't need to. Sorry.
Yeah, likely story.
No, I won't marry him if he's still doing crime.
Waiting to get up here.
Yeah, he knows that.
Hello, Mayor.
Yeah, not fair.
What's up?
Oh my God, hi Mayor, I love
Can you pay the power bill, please?
I don't think I can squeeze
Can you
past
stop
you.
pushing me around?
Sorry, I'm trying to squeeze past, but
No, I'm not
Joe has a
moving.
big back.
yeah, that's fine.
You're not paying the bill?
I'll stop.
Oh Jesus, I'm
throwing hands.
trapped. I'm trapped now.
That's unfortunate.
Oh God.
Bro, can you grab me, please?
Holy fuck, you're needy. Hang on.
What the fuck? I asked you one question.
Okay, well,
Okay, that's
yeah.
not very good.
solemnly swear that the
My posture's gonna go to shit
Yeah,
like
buddy.
this.
Where do you wanna go?
Thank you. Right there, it's fine.
Oh my God, I'm gonna climb back.
Oh my
I'm climbing
God,
back
so
over.
needy. Picking and choosing where I put you down.
Could you please move me over the bench?
Whisper.
Please.
And a lonely heart.
Once this has been sworn in.
When this is sworn
You
in,
two-
this
Grab
is
me,
your-
please.
What do I look
somebody.
like? A fucking taxi?
Hey, hello, Marshal Wayne.
Holy
low
shit.
key.
Stating your
Ooh,
name and
nice.
rank for the record.
Name and rank. Okay. My name is Marshal John Wayne. Badge number 067. My name. Sorry, my rank is Deputy Marshal.
He is so unserious.
Thank you.
We all knew that, though.
Can I motion to give him
Observe
contempt for that?
Shenlue between
Yes.
May 14th and May 15th.
Please.
Bro just said 6-7
So you
in the
didn't
court.
observe any confusion during that time?
Fucking Zoomers.
No, the only thing I noticed from May 14th to 15th was his phone records where he called Jackie Legs for surgery.
Okay. Between those days?
The midnight from the 13th to the 14th, when midnight at 12 a.m.
Yo, chat, what's the
that's
website where you can buy tickets and
It
you
was
can
like
also see
12:20
like
a.m.
exactly where the seats
around
are?
that time?
Okay.
I just saw the subpoenas.
But you didn't personally speak with him
A seat
or
geek.
see him between the 14th and the 15th, just to confirm?
No, the only thing about the 14th is the phone subpoenas I saw.
Between May 15th and May 14th, do you know of any signs of mental deterioration that Sheng exhibited?
Your Honor, I'm going to object to opinion of layperson at this point. Just ask that any answer or question along that line would be considered from a personal standpoint and observation rather than an expert opinion.
Rebuttal?
You know what? I agree with the state. I think that does need a medical conclusion. I'll move on.
Objection sustained. The question's stricken from the record.
Did you listen to the first interrogation tape with Barry Benson on May 21st?
Yeah, a while ago.
Do you remember what he said the audio recording was?
I don't recall. I recall what he told me on the second recording.
We'll get to that. Do you remember if he said if he knew Jackie Legs?
I think he said it sounds like a doctor. I can't recall exactly.
Wayne, what's Barry Benson's state ID?
Your Honor, objection relevance.
It's establishing the next line of questioning.
Relevance on what grounds? Marshal
It's really,
Sparks.
What the charges in as it pertains to this particular circumstances for Jackie Legs, there's no reason to reference any particular information concerning Barry Benson.
the next line of questioning is specifically related to Barry Benson's state ID that he listed on the second interrogation tape.
Okay, then we're going to further object to best evidence. The court can reference all the information in the specific interrogation tape, rather than getting it out as hearsay evidence through Marshal Wayne.
I'm asking him what his state ID is. It's not hearsay.
We're speaking to the witness's personal knowledge at this time. The objections are going to be overruled. You can answer the question.
Oh, fuck. Wait, chat, when I'm looking at these tickets,
Sure.
is there like a side that's for France and side for that's Norway? I delayed buying tickets.
Right, it's up there, Brian, if you want to read it.
Okay.
1490.
Stop pushing me.
Can you tell me what state ID he said was his in his second interrogation?
I'm gonna replace this with Marshall.
You have to review the tape.
Okay.
Update his MDT, please.
To full Marshall.
Yeah.
He's hanging out with his girlfriend. Yeah. He said that he hates you. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Done.
Okay. Thank you. I'm trying to look where the best sort of like seats would be for this. So I'm like taking a look. And like something like this would be fire, but this is fucking expensive. Oh my god, but that kind of makes a pretty
God
big difference.
damn it, Oxy. It's okay, I got it. It's okay, I got it.
But you can get these for like cheaper, but this is like shit.
Thank you, thank you.
You pretty much can't see most of the game.
He said 6272.
Um,
I'm trying to.
Yeah, sit down. What the fuck are you doing?
What time
Stop
did the
yelling at
second
me. They
interview
can yell at
start?
me. You can't.
this isn't bad.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Please
World
sit
Cup
down.
tickets are.
Read the rest of the
Yeah, it is pretty
recording, I
absurd.
If you'd like to reference the recording.
I'm trying to find like decent.
There's no way Barry said
You want to
67
be
to
50 yards line or behind the goal?
And what time did you post this case to the
Really?
docket? Oh, and just to confirm, sorry, let me step back for a sec.
Wait, what?
But if you're way in the nose, like if you're way back here, like
Was that AM?
yeah, fuck that one, bro. That's a waste of
And what
money.
date was
that
that?
Barry Benson stated in
The ones in the center though are like fucking 10 grand, bro.
in which he said 6272, I believe.
June 4th.
Which is
And what day did you post this docket case?
not this iteration of government.
You
The
can
last
reference
one,
the docket
his
if you'd
state
like.
ID.
Oh.
But she would.
I
I
mean,
don't think.
what about
Time did you
this?
post it at?
This is kind of worse, but I mean, you get to see really good angle here, right? You get really better close up here.
Barry Benson.
Your Honor, I really don't want to
And-
inject again, but
and
I'm
I-
going to inject the relevance at this point. First and foremost, a court case starts with the discovery period, which allows us to proceed with either discovering new evidence or adding new evidence that's presented in there. Furthermore, this doesn't have any relevance as it pertains to the charges at hand towards Mr. Legs.
My rebuttal is the state is using the statements made by Barry against him. It's relevant in the sense of, did he have access to all the evidence on the docket prior to his second interrogation?
Did the witness have access to the evidence? Is what you're asking, Ms. Archer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand what you're getting at, Ms. Archer. But the prosecution counsel is.
I
correct
do
that
agree with
discovery period
the
would have
center,
opened at
though.
that time.
This ain't too bad.
And while
This ain't
all
too bad,
evidence may
right?
not have been made available upon the initial.
This is gonna be
filing, or
way
examining
more,
may not
though.
Have even taken place.
God fucking
at the
damn
time
it.
of the initial filing, that wouldn't rise to the question of whether there was enough probable cause to file the case.
Do I just
when the
YOLO
witness
this chat?
did originally file it. Was
That's
more
not,
filed.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
that's not the line of questioning I'm going for. I'm sorry, I just wanted to say that's not at all what I'm insinuating.
Okay. Then aside from stating material fact here, what are we looking to get to here?
I'm trying to establish, based on the answers that Barry provided in the first interview versus the
God,
answers
they're already
that
calling
Barry
me
provided
work
in the
again,
second
but-
interview.
Do a
the
subathon and pay for it.
Gotta
and
go back
also
out there
showing
again.
that in the second interview,
Can I go out this way?
he had access
Like, yeah.
to view.
Good luck.
I have to
publicly
leave
accessible
again.
Evidence
I hate
prior
it.
to
I'm not coming back. I'm sorry.
Understood. Given that that's the line that you're looking to go down here, the question will be allowed. The objection to relevance is going to be overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Would it be real shit seats if? Would it be real shit seats if I went
last
like
thing in
all the
question
way to
was,
the right?
was,
So you're
was
saying you
the
really want
court case
these
posted before
sections
or after
or
the
these
second
sections? Why is there so many seats here, but like most of these are booked? That's got me fucked up. Oh, because the team is here.
Okay.
These are team benches. Oh, so that's where the players are coming out. Oh, so like more people buy it on that side?
Prior to the second interview, did you take any steps to determine if Mr. Benson had reviewed any of the publicly?
Yeah, but look at
available
how much was taken up here.
He said he doesn't read. But before that, yeah, that's all I remember him saying is he doesn't read.
So would you say like these sections are
Technology cannot
not
judge
worth
you
it?
during the first
Like the
interview.
ones on these wings?
Not the first one. No, the second one he did.
Because these got super. This goes way cheaper, but this, yeah, I don't think you'd enjoy the game from this angle. Like you can't
He responded in the
really
affirmative when I
see.
asked, who was speaking to him on the recording, and he confirmed it.
In the first interview?
Okay.
Second one.
Yeah.
Did he acknowledge he was on
Norway
TV?
versus France. Yeah, it's gonna be at Foxborough Stadium. So,
But he didn't.
I was like, I can't not go to a World Cup game when it's like so close. To me, it's crazy if I don't.
Did his recount of events change between the first and second interview?
It can, but that's not something for me to determine.
Can you just question real quick for the court? Are Shang Lu's text message results? Is that a sealed report?
You either want to see both goals semi-well or see one goal very well. You want to be a little higher to actually see the game? Wait, like up here type shit?
Verifying. Give me 1 second.
Wait, so the seats down here are worse than the seats up here? You're saying like down here would be shit.
The Shanglu subpoena results, Ms. Archer?
Believe so. Yes. Yes.
Those are sealed. In fact, they're requested.
I mean, this is cheaper.
Okay.
But I feel like you're further back.
Can you go ahead and pull up the Shanglu subpoena results for me? The text messages, please.
Sun exposure matters. Oh. That means we want these, because if you look at this game, notice how the sun's here and the sun isn't this way. That's probably why these seats are booked. What the fuck?
This is the one that goes from the 13th to the 20th?
Yes.
Okay.
In any of these text messages, does Shang state he was being tortured?
No.
I'm so bad at picking shit.
Do any of the text messages state that he was going insane?
No, but how would he know he's going insane?
Oh! Oh!
He's suffering from mental deterioration in any of the text messages.
Your Honor, I'm going to object to argumentative at this point. I mean, from the legal term, argumentative, not how everyone in LS uses argumentative.
I'm just asking.
Do you want to
expand
on that? Well, before you rebut, Miss Archer, can you expand on that for me, Miss Sparks?
Yeah, she's belaboring the point of going down a specific avenue as it pertains to Shang's mental deterioration. I argue in the sense that the evidence itself speaks for itself, rather than the necessity for a witness to be berated and reading out specific things just because she can make him do that. It's argumentative in and of itself.
I'll take a rebuttal.
I feel like it is my responsibility to highlight evidence in questioning and question what is on that evidence. And I don't think I'm berating, I'm just asking questions.
Ms. Archer, I'll put it to you this way: is there probative value behind? Do you see anything pertaining to this in the evidence? Is there a question deeper than that?
I just have one last question regarding this, and then I'll stop.
Okay. Provided that you get there quickly, I'll allow this question and we'll continue to move on.
At any point, did Chang say he's doing great in the text messages?
No, I don't think so. I didn't remember seeing any.
Give me a moment.
Ooh. Players can feel like these titles are part of one cohesive series. Resident Evil overall timeline. Oh shit!
It's a little hard to see, but or explain where it is. But he never said doing great on May 14th.
My name is Marissa LeBaron.
It's a little vague. I'm not sure.
It's fine. Okay, I don't have any questions for him.
1 second.
Just a moment, Your Honor. If we could.
I wanted to take a look at this gameplay they're showing off for the new State of Decay.
So she's sitting there. She basically called Wayne as a quasi rebuttal witness, basically trying to poke holes, in the specific, like poke holes and provide doubt based on one of the primary investigators.
What the fuck is all these ads, bro? What is this pussy ass shit?
Mental deterioration, because that's part of the reason why the corruption is there. It's part of the
This
reason
is
why we're
Kit's first
belaboring
witness, isn't it?
It's their only witness.
Belaboring
Is
the
it her
point
only
of
witness?
what Jackie said,
Yeah.
where he left the ball.
She
Oh, this
had
court case is gonna be over soon.
Cantor, but Cantor's not around.
Cantor's literally sitting right over there.
Yeah.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then Cantor.
It doesn't
Well,
state that,
Montez told me she wasn't there, so.
he did XYZ. She's pointing
Oh
out
no,
that
she's
there's no
sitting there next
smoking
to
gun
Violet and
evidence
Snoopy
of itself,
in
and you
between
guys
them.
built this case off
Oh,
of-
okay.
off
Then
of
I think
trees
she's
to
next.
build the forest, rather than taking one tile of one giant
And
tree
that's
and
it.
saying
It's just those two.
You know what I mean?
I say for the sake of time.
So I don't see anything that Wayne needs to specifically go over, but if there's anything in particular.
I don't think so. I don't think any of the information.
I mean, ultimately, we want to give him some time to actually look over this shit, and I really feel like it's gonna be. I will look this over, and I'm gonna give you a ruling tomorrow already.
Your Honor, we have no cross for this witness at this time.
Marshal, you can go ahead and step down.
Cool. Thanks, Your Honor. Thanks, Rohan.
Yeah.
Okay, the defense calls Dr. Philippa Cantor. Woohoo!
Yeah,
Your
please step up. Sorry.
Your Honor, after she's sworn in as she's an expert witness, we'd like to voir dire her concerning the specifications and what was requested on the docket for her expert opinion.
Understood. We'll go ahead and do that.
I understand how this is gonna go. It's gonna be like, these are fake.
Rohan?
Only we can do medicine here.
Are you comfortable?
Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand.
All right. Would you raise your hand for me?
There you are.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give is the truth?
Medicine
whole
doesn't
truth, and
exist
nothing but
outside
the
of
truth,
CMC.
Under the pains and penalties of perjury, so help you, Hun?
Yes,
I actually have no. By the way, guys, I'm not super tapped in on
Ms. Sargent,
any of the
before you
court
begin, there are gonna be
strategy and a
couple
bunch of other
questions
stuff.
in order to qualify the witness as an expert. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Dr. Cantor, it states that you are an expert. You're being called as an expert medical witness, specifically on the justification that you are on the medical group board for San Andreas Medical Group. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And how long have you been part of the board?
About 2 years.
Gotcha. Okay. And that particular capacity, you're being called, and I quote, all matters concerning SAMG and practicing medicine with the state of San Andreas. I assume you're familiar with the policies of SAMG?
Yes, I am.
Gotcha. And as far as that is concerned, how deep into that understanding of the policies and procedures and standard operating procedures of SAMG and the medical professionals, are you?
Myself and my husband wrote them.
Gotcha. Okay. So as far as that's concerned, Your Honor, we're fine with her when we have no objection to Ms. Cantor being specifically called as it pertains to what was on the docket, which is the all matters quote unquote concerning SAMG and practicing medicine. We will be objecting to any lines of questioning beyond policy questions. So any specific portions of any doctors, specific medical procedures, and things like that that aren't outlined in SAMG's policies and procedures, we will be objecting to, since that's not what she was called. Otherwise, we are good to have her proceed.
Do I get a rebuttal?
You do.
Dr. Cantor was not called as a policy expert. She was called as a medical witness expert. Her justification was simply to state her credentials. It wasn't to limit the scope of her questioning. If the state had an issue with the scope of her questioning, I would have recommended that they bring it up on the docket when she was entered in, but they made no objection to the entry itself.
Okay,
or
then-
her as a medical expert.
Then we have additional voir dire questions concerning Ms. Cantor and the general quote unquote expert medical witness as it pertains to general medical practitioner.
Okay. Typically, Ms. Sparks, in this jurisdiction, we allow the individual calling the witness to ask qualifying questions, name, rank, experience, etc., and then motion to the bench to qualify them as an expert.
I'm aware as
sure
to
you've
how
experienced this in
this
the
jurisdiction.
past.
Yes,
Right.
Your Honor, I'm very, very well experienced in this jurisdiction.
Okay, so what we abrupt need to change how we handle things here?
It's not the general qualification of being quote unquote medically experienced when we're dealing with hypersensitive information concerning brain surgery without that being necessarily there is something that we're concerned for. General practitioner, it is common knowledge within the state of San Andreas that doctors at SAMG and Crusade Medical Center tend to specialize in certain areas such as orthopedics, etc. Just because she's on the board doesn't mean she knows every single thing about medicine ever. I mean, if she ends up being qualified by the court, that's different. But it is.
I would actually disagree, and because you're not on the medical board, and the only person that can speak to doctors' qualifications is standing next to the judge.
We defer to the court, Your Honor.
Oh shit.
All I wanted was.
We will follow established procedure as has been handled in this jurisdiction at any time. If there are any objections, when the motion is
Oh
made,
shit, this is
qualify
gonna
the
get
individual as an
spicy,
expert,
chat.
those at that time.
You should go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What? Why?
Please continue, Miss Archer.
Okay. Were you sworn in? Has that already happened?
Yes.
She was, yes.
She was.
Are you calling them up as it goes deeper into medical?
Okay. Hi, Dr. Cantor.
I mean, kind of, sort of, not really. I don't really care. I just wanted to tell the kid.
Can you please state your name and profession for the record?
Yes, I'm Dr. Philippa Cantor. I'm currently on the board of directors
She's an
of the
experienced
San
attorney. If
Andreas
you told her a
Medical
little
Group.
bit, then she might be off her game.
Dr. Cantor, can you provide a summary of your occupation history for the court?
Absolutely. I started my profession as a doctor about 8-9 years ago. Was
also,
formerly the LSMG.
Like, genuinely pisses me off when people
quickly
say
rose
in this
through the ranks.
jurisdiction. Like, I haven't been
Became an
practicing in this
attending within
jurisdiction.
about a year of my employment. Was an attending for an extended period of time before being promoted to the board of directors about 2 years ago. Maybe a year and a half ago.
And what areas, what specialty areas have you been trained in?
In San Andreas, every doctor is trying to handle a basic level of just about anything that comes forward, just due to, a lack of availability of specialized care, as well as, just lack of staffing in general. So I've specifically focused in just emergency care, which could handle just about anything, as well as endocrinology.
Within your emergency care, did you have training in surgery?
Yes, absolutely.
And what areas, what specific surgeries were you trained on?
Got just about fucking everything. As it pertains to this case, I have indeed been trained on head and brain related surgeries, as well as follow up and aftercare.
And you are currently on the San Andreas Medical Board or Medical Group Board. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, legs case.
Can you explain to the court what
He tried to
areas
kill
that you
someone
oversee?
and admitted
As
to it.
member of the board of directors, I oversee all operations of the San Andreas Medical Group, including I am the operating head of SOC while Pixie's on sabbatical. So I'm handling both hiring and SOPs for both doctors and the psychiatric team.
The defense would like to turn to the court to qualify Ms. Cantor or Dr. Cantor as a expert medical witness.
Is there an objection from the prosecution?
I just have one other question. What's your favorite area of the brain?
My favorite area of the brain?
Yeah,
How do I quantify favorite?
I don't know. Which place is the coolest?
We'll consider that without objection.
Fine.
Okay.
The witness is qualified. The witness is labeled as a qualified witness. You may continue.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Cantor, are you privy to all decisions related to the hospital?
It's hypothalamus, by the way. It's the coolest place.
What I was about to
Yes. I should be, unless the marshals specifically tell a board member not to share with the other board members. But yes.
Dr. Cantor, have police officers ever referred suspects for psychiatric examinations?
Exactly.
Yes,
looking at
frequently,
Cass up
both to
there?
myself and other other.
I thought it might be.
Yeah, that's Cass.
What would be some reasons for these referrals?
There's a litany of referrals. There's been whether or not someone's fit to stand trial, whether or not someone should be hospitalized in like a 5150 style situation, as well as if someone is qualified to be questioned and in the right state of mind for it.
What signs do medical professionals look for when they're assessing whether or not someone is of a fit state of mind?
Generally, it would be an understanding of the world around them, of their own circumstances, and generally those. We try to rule out health conditions if possible as well.
If a suspect is experiencing any of these signs, would they be cleared for questioning?
I cannot require
I see where she's going with this.
PD to cease questioning in my position. However, there are certain signs that would cause me to recommend that someone hesitate on questioning, at least until someone's received treatment.
Did you review Shang Lu's interrogation on May 21st in report 48677?
I have done so, yes.
Was Shang Lu exhibiting any signs that medical professionals would look for when assessing whether someone is in a fit state of mind?
I believe so. If I heard some of the statements that Shang had made here, I would personally have recommended that he were not in a fit state of mind to be questioned at that time, at least until further evaluation.
Why do you make that assessment?
He makes quite a few comments, both stating that he, at the time, does not understand or remember significant portions of the world around him, as well as within his own circumstances. His story seems confusing and almost dreamlike in some instances, including referencing spending time with two people who are actively deceased, including TJ Walker, who I watched be murdered in front of me. So, pretty sure he won't there.
I've seen TJ.
Okay. We're gonna move on a little bit. Dr. Cantor, in your experience, have you ever treated patients who are under extreme duress?
Yes, I have.
What are some examples of situations that can place somebody into extreme duress?
Generally, it would be some sort of threat of harm, in some sort of kidnapping, in a situation where someone is being actively hurt, maybe active threats.
Wait, so wait,
situations
am I tripping, or is this a medical evaluation based on a recording?
When one of these patients
You were
has
correct.
experienced duress,
What in the
what is
fucking?
typically their primary concern?
And it kind of ignores the fact that
The primary concern
the
when
physical
under duress,
evidence lines up
is
with what he says on
generally
the
Yeah.
self-protection.
It's not
What
just
the
agreeing,
fuck?
It's actually what happened.
Yo.
Priority above all, we teach our doctors when they were first hired. If you're ever under duress, if someone's
It
holding
doesn't
you
matter. I
up,
agree with
you do
the
whatever you
director.
can to
She-
protect your
she's
life.
asking general questions
giving up
concerning
patient.
that. So the
You know, we can
questions we
always get
ask
PD on
are,
them,
how
but
do
if
you
you're dead,
determine
no one can
if
tell them
someone's
what
in
happened.
distress? How often do you have to go through that? Can you do that
So
just on the phone?
self-preservation is a factor?
Or
Absolutely, it's the most important factor in those cases.
Trying to kill your.
you're thinking, you're thinking too. No, that's not that deep. She's,
This is why
she's
people go
basically
online for
saying that he's
doctors.
under
Did any
duress,
of
which
them
is
say that they were
exactly.
Fucking, yo, I'm just gonna get a fucking like, yo, I'm just gonna fucking.
I trust ChatGPT more than any doctor defending this
Can
dumbass.
duress affect?
Yo.
Oh, keep going. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Go
So
for it.
none of these questions we
Can
can really
duress
object to. We
affect what
can,
one
but
person
it
says
just
to another?
is not
This
gonna
is a
be-
grossly
it'll be
non-neutral
fine for
like
us.
evaluation.
Yes.
Like it's actually
in
insane.
my professional and personal experience, you
What,
just
with your
say whatever the fuck you can to get yourself out
Go
of
do
those
whatever you need to
situations,
with your husband, honey. We got
so
this.
that you can protect your own life.
What the fuck?
In your experience, how does torture and imminent death affect a person's ability to make decisions?
Dog, what?
In my experience, both dealing with the medical and psychiatric side of patients who have been through kidnappings and torture and harm, the more the threat there is to their life, the more desperation there is.
Yo, you
I've
can't be
heard
any more
people
obvious than what the
many a
dog
thing
shit
that
spewing
they
out of her mouth.
never usually would, or saying many a thing they never usually would, just out of pure desperation.
Yo, this is insane. Yo, she ain't even hiding it. That's crazy.
Have you listened to the audio recording found on Barry Benson Listener Report 47862?
This is actually like 4K,
Have you
like
received any training or experience to evaluate individuals
like
who experience traumatic
just like
events?
unadulterated, zero shame.
Receive this recording is not
Based on
good,
your
but then
review of the
she's saying that
recording, did you
based on
identify
this
any
re- yeah.
factors?
This is why Brian
that are
goes to
commonly
Derek
associated
directly.
with
Yeah.
psychological duress?
Holy fuck.
Yes, the recording skips around a hell of a lot, but there's a lot of active threats, as well as
Wait, does she even know who Shang is?
torture occurring while the recording's happening.
Dog, she couldn't name a part of the
Were
brain.
those threats directed at any particular individual on the recording?
They appeared to be actively directed at Jackie Lake.
Any part. Spark gave him the chance to name like any part. And she just
Serious
stumbled.
bodily harm.
Hey, yo.
create a state of duress?
Absolutely, yes.
Yo,
Can the
Well, she
fear
just
of
confirmed it right
death create a state of duress?
Yes. Absolutely.
brother,
What effect can it have on the reliability of statements that are made under these conditions?
I personally would hesitate to put stock into statements put under these conditions, just due to the urge to preserve life when you're under that active threat could cause you to say or do a bunch of shit you usually wouldn't. I could not imagine that.
so he actively said, yo, dog,
would've
I
been,
tortured your best
at least a
friend.
statement made you know, that was
protect
intended
himself.
to be made under normal circumstances, alone, maybe not the truth.
Based on the circumstances depicted in that recording,
Hey, yo, I hope one.
could that
Oh,
environment
dude, that EMS went up there. I hope one of these motherfuckers blasts her right now.
for the person receiving
Yo,
those threats?
this person's got to get killed, bro. Yo, this motherfucker got killed. Yo, someone got to blast a motherfucker. Yo, fuck this shit. Yo, fuck the badge, bro. Yo, this front lady got to get clapped.
Can you clarify why you believe that?
The threats are extremely clear and straight to the point. Based on the circumstances of the recording, it does appear that there was no option here to leave or refuse to answer.
It's also fairly contradictory, which is what I would put in closing to
let alone,
dismantle her specific testimony.
You know, a chance to protect
because
himself
yes, there are threats,
if he
but then
didn't do whatever was said.
Is also doing the opposite of what was said.
Can you refer to report?
Correct.
26115. That's not sealed, right? Just confirming. Just want to make sure.
At least as a law enforcement officer, we have found that typically when someone works as a doctor, they tend to do illegal activities.
Yeah, so Kit's doing two things. She's one, dismantling the...
You sound like us, bro.
Okay, it says
the audio
bomb on the
recording,
pier, that one?
and then two, relying on the audio recording to prevent, or
Can you
sorry,
go to
to
photos
present
for me?
the,
And
to present the
scroll all the way
argument
down to the
that
bottom.
Jackie was under duress. You can't do both.
It'll be interesting to see how the judge factors this in. And hopefully they ask, like, do you know who Shang is? What makes you believe, based on a recording, that you can make any such evaluation? Because keep in mind, these aren't like yes or no questions. These are narrated, lengthy statements that infer to a, like, you don't need to be a doctor of any type or any kind of expert to know that you would not be able to evaluate any of those things, whether it's in the space of medicine or whatever specialty it is.
To have severed the spinal column, as well as fragmented off into shrapnel.
Do any of these injuries show fragments in the brain?
Yes, the gunshot to the base of the skull would have left the fragments there.
Is that injury cited as critical?
We can address that.
Yes.
Just addressing closing in evidence. Tell the story and wrap it in evidence.
What's critical about that injury?
She acknowledges the dangers he weighed.
To start with, the initial damage to the spinal column is severely critical, and without immediate care.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Paralyzed for life, at best.
I would recommend on crossway
as
bringing
well
that up and
as
bringing
the
up the
shrapnel
injuries because that has been
claims to
opened
be
on
too
your
close
scope
to
anyway.
further areas of the spinal column as well as the nervous system, and was unable to be safely extracted.
Can someone go about their day-to-day life with this kind of injury left untreated?
God, no.
Can someone walk around for 6 months with their spinal column severed?
I would be amazed if someone could walk around at all, so no.
Is there any way for someone to function without the help of medical aids with this kind of injury?
Definitely
Which injury
not.
is she talking about?
How quickly would you need to treat this?
To the spinal column.
Which injury is this?
Fucking immediately, as soon as possible.
Shanks no.
And how are the bullet fragments related to this injury?
They're talking about the
Julian, you are not Robin. Okay? Robin isn't birthed yet.
And they themselves,
We'll make you an emote, though.
do not have caused
Jong's
damage
doing
at this
good.
time, however, if they were to be removed, could have caused further damage.
Julian's like, listen, Frosted's dead. I'm Robin now.
These are from an old injury.
From what I can tell.
Yo, man, last couple days have been crazy, right?
Does the report cite any prior surgeries?
we need a dog emote. Yo.
Does this report cite how Dr. Legs committed malpractice?
Hey, Jonah.
Yeah.
No, not that I see.
Does Cass's number end in 4656?
In your medical opinion, would it have been possible for Shang to have had this
Yes.
injury for 6
Oh,
months
okay.
prior to that surgery?
I thought I had her number saved. I guess
This
I did.
specific injury, hell no.
I
No,
have
that'd
her
been,
saved in my phone as
treated and
felonious judge.
definitely noticeable.
I guess she's more like felonious mayor at this point.
True.
Got a couple more questions. Try to get through this quick. Dr. Cantor, can retained bullet fragments in the brain create medical risks?
Yes, they can.
What kind of risks?
Bullet fragments left in the brain could potentially, move and cause further damage. However, sometimes taking them out expedites that process. If it's too close to things, you're just gonna slide straight through anything.
Is every patient affected the same way?
Oh God, no, not at all.
You can lean on that for your cross.
Can effects vary from patient to patient?
Absolutely, it can.
Would a doctor be able to predict with certainty how a specific patient would be affected?
No, there's really no way. As much as we try, medical is not
it's your cross.
perfect science. It's often just doing your
What do you
fucking
mean the
best
second
with
half
the
of the question?
information you have, and just trying to see if you can create more
We're
positive.
gonna continue after Storm. No, because I think they're doing closing right after this.
In this case, absolutely.
Would additional follow-up?
At least I hope so. I am dying right now.
Been no further harm. Yes.
Dr. Cantor, in your profession, what factors are considered when evaluating whether a physician has committed malpractice?
Generally, when I have tried to quantify malpractice in the past, because medical can be almost more of an art and more subjective, we are looking for a clear attempt that has no potential backing for the treatment that is necessary. For example, if someone had a bump on their head and you cut off their arm, that's very clear malpractice. It can get a lot blurrier the closer you get to the specific injury, but it would just be weighing their reasoning for what has occurred based on all of the reports that you have available.
Can a surgery have complications even when performed appropriately?
Yes, absolutely. Even when we try our absolute best, sometimes that's not enough.
Is medical risk the same as malpractice?
God, I fucking hope not. It should not be, or we would not have a single doctor in the city.
When evaluating physicians' conduct, would you typically review medical reports?
Yes, I would review all surrounding evidence if possible.
So you'd review treatment plans?
Yes.
And the patient's history?
Absolutely.
Wait.
Would you question the doctor involved?
Yes. That would always be the.
You hear what
most
she's saying, right?
For me.
Yeah.
Were any of those things done by her?
You can't see why they made the choice they did.
Mm-hmm.
They can explain it to you.
We got work to do after this case.
Were you aware of any doctors consulted by investigators regarding this case?
All on the record.
I'm not aware of
Report.
it.
There's bigger fish to fry. I have a whole PD to cook.
Dr. Cantor, as a board member, are you responsible for the
Oh.
employment of doctors within the San Andreas Medical Group?
Yes,
Just
I
head
am.
empty.
Are you responsible for employment changes?
Trapped now. Good luck.
Yes.
You
Cannot
live here
leave.
now,
If someone
Keith.
approached you
Based on these statements, then why were they not like,
would you make that
The West Place.
determination?
Why are they not like,
on an audio recording?
We're here on the dark side of the courtroom.
how did this surgery happen
This was
when there's no
presented to
report?
me, I would absolutely.
Why did it
not
take
take
weeks?
it seriously.
Um,
However,
second witness for
there's a hell of a
the
lot more to look
defense.
into.
So there'll be
Whoa.
Cross,
Like
and
mentioned,
then
we would look into
Jover.
all
Cross
related
closings.
reports, both previous.
Are they?
current,
Do you think we finish this
as
in
well as
40?
have a clear
No,
conversation with the doctor
no
involved.
ruling
shot.
today, guaranteed.
There'll be quite a few steps to determine that.
Yeah.
How long have you worked with Jackie Legs?
2.5 years, I believe.
Do you know how many surgeries Jackie Legs has performed?
God, fucking countless. That man's been popping the fuck off.
Do you know how many lives Jackie has saved?
Again, truly countless.
Has Dr. Legs ever had questions of medical malpractice before?
He has never had malpractice brought to my attention.
As a San Andreas medical group board member, have you ever questioned Jackie Legs' integrity as a doctor before?
No, I have never had actually quantified reason to do so.
Thank you. No further questions.
The floor is open for cross.
Over the what?
We could go over the unused slash used room. Why was there a room and no report? Do you think that would be a good thing?
There's a lot. I'm trying to make sense of everything that's going on here. Okay. You mentioned, Dr. Cantor, that there was signs of duress and that as a result of the duress, people would try to solve for self-preservation. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you determined that Jackie Legs, the person we say is Jackie Legs on the recording. Does it sound like self-preservation? Nah, I left them in there. I did remove the scar tissue so he could slowly go insane. Oh, and eventually die. Does that sound like self-preservation?
Well, there's a few things that would lead me to at least want to rule that out, especially that the tape jumps around significantly, and so we do not hear the conversation leading up to it. Considering that he was actively kidnapped and later tortured,
What?
there is no proof.
Ain't no
he was
way.
Not literally told before that to say these exact words. So I would personally put limited weight on that.
Interesting.
But you know, if he said that to me right now, I guess no.
I see. When it comes to what you just said about being tortured, so like, under your evaluation, was he currently tortured when he uttered those words?
I've no fucking idea because, like I said, the tape jumps around a fuck ton.
It does. Let's jump to the 6-minute mark then.
Let me pull that up. Hold
Mm.
on. Which report is it again?
It is 47862.
Let me pull that up.
Oh, that's good rare.
I don't have any information, but I'm pretty sure he was saying it under duress.
Because they might have said some stuff beforehand.
Trust me, I got a medical degree. I'm able to also do psychiatry off a report.
The recording evidence tab listed under other.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, let me check that out.
You know, I wish I could pull my flashlight out and just solve cases by just pointing it at people. You know.
You want me to listen to 6 minutes?
Yeah, for reference, or we could just pull the transfer too. But this is at the 6-minute mark for everybody.
Sure, okay.
Fucking that is crazy, bro.
And what's the question?
Yeah, I just want to point out that specific section because this part, I just want to point out in the transcripts, it says, so you got the information you want from the doctor and you still want him to suffer. As far as I'm concerned, he can feel and answer what I felt in the past 24 hours.
By the way, Knight isn't challenging, like, is this person a medical doctor? It's more like, how would any reasonable person hear this and not be like, where are you making these assertions? They're absolute baseless
testimony spit speculation.
Yeah.
This specific recording at the 6-minute mark states that, so you got the information you want from the doctor and you still want him to suffer. At this specific spot on the recording, it acknowledges a conversation where one, Jackie already spilled the beans, and now the Russian voice is basically initiating the part where he's getting tortured. There is a separation. That is what the speaker is acknowledging now.
What's your question?
Sorry. I just had a puzzle.
Oh, someone should ask her whether she could make a determination based on that sound. What happened to the person on dispatch?
My question is basically, earlier I asked, or after I referenced this part, right? Was the confession separate from
Objection.
the?
Counsel is testifying.
Bye. I'm gonna run down there and see if everything's okay.
I was clarifying the question. Okay. Well, shit. Fuck. Hey.
Wayne,
Well. Sorry. Based on this information, was the torture prior to the torture, or sorry, was the confession prior to the torture?
Again, objection, speculation. I can elaborate. It was determined during the questioning of Madeline Montez that the PD made no effort to verify or check for signs of doctoring. There's no way that she would know whether or not the recording was edited.
Wait, technically the defense could have also taken the tape and checked.
Rebuttal? Marshall?
That's speculation in itself because we have all the evidence to back up the evidence that this tape presents. Specifically here, you have something that's intact, differentiating when the confession happened and then stating when they initiate the torture.
Sure. But as the witness on the stand is not a direct witness to the recording itself and was not in the room, was not present when it was made, inherently by asking her to establish a timeline, you are asking her to speculate. The objection is going to be sustained. This is better for you to highlight as an inconsistency when you highlight evidence, sir.
Hello.
Okay. Easy. Let me speak to my co-counsel real quick.
I mean, he's correct. I mean, she's leaning on the recording and then wanting to strike a recording. He's correct.
Anything about the injuries or any ideas for the?
Montez has him.
Yeah. Who said my
Oh,
name?
I thought you came over because you had the ideas.
Oh, hi.
For the what? Sorry, go ahead again.
Cross questions regarding the.
I'm gonna start using Sandy Medical. Yo, dude, yeah, there is. I used to go to him back in the day.
Yeah, but I think they fired him.
No, they tried killing him, but he's still alive.
What the fuck?
You said you medicated.
Bro, I am such a shitter. I am such a shitter, bro.
Reviews, you would review a medical
Man,
report.
there's like parts of me that's like desperately want to play my shitter characters a bit more.
Since you
But it's something so much funnier when it's coming from Brian, who's such like a I don't know, like an
I just clarified. If she,
straight shooting arrogant prick. To when he becomes a shitter, I just make myself laugh.
You stated that when it comes to reports of malpractice, you review medical reports, correct?
Yeah, when possible.
Okay. Was there a medical report for Shang's surgery?
No, there was not a formal report.
So,
Objection. Which surgery is he speaking about?
The witness did already answer the question, but I guess that's been stipulated now. Please proceed.
Sorry to proceed with reviewing malpractice if a medical report was never produced and the surgery occurred.
There's still, paths forward that we can take. Also just because, a medical report wasn't there doesn't mean it's not being worked on, be added later. Depends on the case.
So is that not malpractice itself of concealing a surgery?
Frankly, no. We have
Hmm?
a hell of a lot of people that we got to treat in this city. There's a lot of things we do that would generally
Yo, someone, that's crazy, bro.
bedside. That wouldn't
This,
require
yo,
reports.
this motherfucker. Yo, embarrassing. The left hand side, embarrassing. If this is your boss.
So no.
So then how do you determine malpractice without the reports then?
We can still talk to everyone involved, and assess just like we're doing now.
So for medication and drugs used to sedate patients, are they required to log that information in report?
Again, not necessarily. We
What?
Almost every patient requires
Can I
some
get
sort
back
of
in,
medication.
please?
For fuck's sake.
Play it by the situation.
Excuse me.
Yep.
One moment, Your Honor. Sorry, I just have to get that on your way because.
Thank you.
How do you determine malpractice? That's your procedure, but you don't expect them to follow it.
I mean, she's not leading. I mean, it's procedure, but she's not expecting to follow it. So there's no chance for any sort of specific malpractice. Did we discuss? I can't recall. I'm so sorry. Did we? Sorry, distracted. Did we go over the specific validity of her being able to analyze Jackie's mindset just by the audio recording?
Oh, we haven't yet.
You do that because they're trying to bring up the validity of the audio recording, but then also fighting that Jackie was under duress. So we want to ask questions.
I cannot
like,
wait.
Okay, you heard the
I
voice
cannot
here,
wait
but
to
you
get the
admit that there's
transcript of
something
this.
without. We don't have a timeline, obviously. It's like so since we don't have a timeline here, how are you like? What brought you to the determination that he was under duress?
I don't think we do.
Stuff like that. Lean into that.
Done anything and you've already cooked them.
Sorry, let me use my outside voice. So you mentioned that there was issues with the audio recording, that there was things cutting out, that a timeline wasn't exactly established.
I wish I would have, man, sometimes I wish I had more time for prosecution. I would have actually started asking more questions for Cantor and then utilize the transcript to hyper go in. She has very much dug herself into this insane position in which I would actually argue that if this is how they're operating,
actively threatens my doctor, and then a statement is made. So admittedly, I'm making leaps just like you.
Were you able to determine if those threats were made before or after the confession?
Objection. Counsel is testifying again.
Actually, that was phrased in the form of a question. He said, "Were you able to determine if those threats were made before or after the confession?"
He's coming to a conclusion.
Well, that would be leading, which we're allowed to do on cross. Finger guns. Oh, I shouted that. My bad.
Hey.
It's late, dog.
Okay. The objection is going to be overruled. Please answer the question, Doc.
Could you repeat?
Were you able to determine if the threats were made before or after the confession?
That was funny, bro.
That was funny.
However, most voluntary conversations don't end up with me thrown out of a helicopter.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yo, this is cooked. This shit cooked, bro.
Don't end up with me thrown out of a
Yo.
helicopter.
No, but that should. Maybe it should. Maybe it should.
I said no, and then they.
Oh, sorry. I just heard most conversations didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my
No, you're
bad.
good.
Sorry, English is
You're
my
good,
second
don't
language,
worry.
so.
That's okay. I started with no.
Okay, sorry.
Just kind of as a point of order for people to be aware of time as well. Let's get to our points here.
Yo.
Yeah, we'll quick thing.
Sorry, Wayne. That's
good. That's good then, right? That's
It worked. It worked.
Yeah,
it
it's
worked.
fine. It worked.
Okay, then we're good. Your Honor, I end my turn. And I place this card face down.
Okay, redirect from the defense.
Yeah, Dr. Cantor, do you have to be in a state of active torture to be under duress?
God no. If that's true, every single person kidnapped for a bank has some real good news. They can just run the fuck out.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can do that.
Would threats of death cause a state of duress?
Yeah, absolutely. That's generally how it starts.
Would the threat of torture cause a state of duress?
Absolutely, I believe so.
Would being held captive cause a state of duress?
Yes.
No further questions. Thank you, Dr. Cantor.
Dr. Cantor, you can go ahead and step down. Thank you for your time.
Were you duress during any of the questioning
Archer, is there
in
any additional
regards
witnesses this time?
you know, it's like anything that's hey dog, I was under duress when I was being questioned on the stand, my bad, you know.
Wait, addition.
Yo, hey, what the fuck? Hey, this is so yo, I am amused right now. I'm also
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No further witnesses at this time.
Okay.
Coward.
Does the defense rest its case then?
detained. I'm sorry, you're under duress.
Miss Archer?
We're locked at the storm, right? For time?
Yes, as I advised you prior to the matter in question, you're
Yeah, we rest.
Okay. Would you guys prefer to present evidence as part of your closing, or would you like to do it separately?
As part, Your Honor. Just to save time. One go.
Fantastic. How long do we need to be ready to deliver closings?
Can I have like 5-10 minutes?
Okay. Does that work for you as well, prosecution?
Your Honor, you won't be coming to a to deliberation. Sorry, you won't be going finding a verdict tonight. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, I will be reviewing and deliberating over it, and we'll reconvene. I'll note it on the docket.
Perfect. Yeah, then we should be okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Well, we got 10 minutes. So I gotta chat with you about something.
45 after the hour.
That was so cooked and fucking embarrassing.
You ever hear a text I got from one of the doctors?
Yeah, what'd she say?
I have yet to see the probable cause on either the violation of law or medical oath.
Who was that?
Snoopy.
Snoopy's a retard. That's why he got fired.
He got fired?
Yeah.
He's dressed up as a doctor though. He was on duty.
Brother,
earlier.
Snoopy was the guy that would come in to prosecute cases and then always disappear. I don't know who had a bigger track record for skipping court while scheduled court cases, him or Nathaniel Grayson. Like it was bad. Like it was like quite literally every court case would be like Snoopy and then he would never show up. Yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Like a long
this is just like the twisted mind of a court determines innocence or guilt. What you're not factoring in is things like morality, this, that, and the third, and just common fucking sense.
Yeah.
But not for nothing, right? You had a member of the medical board going up there and saying the most like, I don't know, man. Like, I almost, if I was a prosecutor, I'd ask if they were drunk because that transcript gonna look bad, dog. That's, I am shocked that all of that is on the record.
From Cantor is, yeah, that's crazy.
I think, I don't know. That is, well, you know, okay. What's been told to me is that okay. Actually, you know what? We should talk about your stuff tomorrow. You in Springfield. They didn't find any reason to charge either of you. But they kind of are like, we're going to give the facts to you guys, and then you either press charges and ODP to press charges. Which is exactly what I thought would happen. But we'll dive into that separately. I also made it clear this morning that I am giving them the room to do what's needed because ethical reasons is set in the third. But if they're unable to like fucking come to conclusions, I'm literally going to take over the case. There was some people just it hurts my head, this state of things. People being like, but you're conflicted. And I said, if that were the case, then none of you guys can ever do police work, you fucking idiots.
You're all witnesses.
Yeah, it
You have
is.
to get somebody who wasn't on scene to prosecute or push the charge. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, there was definitely a couple of those moments where people are like, oh shit, this is what, like, you know, there was that like, you know, the post-cum clarity. But in this case, they were post-cumming over all the tea that was being drunk for like 12 hours. Because the moment they brought that up, oh, sorry about that. The moment they brought that up, and I'm like, how the fuck are you guys doing any cases then? You know what I mean? Hey man, better not investigate the faceless. Better not. Oh shit. Wait, they pointed a gun my way at the jewelry store. You know, listen, we're gonna call a backup to continue the chase. Like, what the fuck? I mean, there are some arguments that can be made, but that is, you know, that is something that we must internally decide. Like, not internally, but that's something that, you know, investigators need to decide. And then, you know, if there is merit to it, such as like malicious prosecution, that's up to the court, right? So we'll talk more on that tomorrow. I was going to bring some of it up, but then I realized it's late as shit, and I've been nursing a migraine for, I think, like 7 hours now.
No, we'll chat tomorrow. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be able to talk better by then, too.
About the what?
I'll be able to talk better by then, too.
Oh, yeah. By the way, McLeod might have killed Frost.
What? You said it was a heavy rifle.
I guess he made the order. And if it wasn't McLeod, it might have been Flores.
Yeah, I thought
I don't know.
McLeod shot a rifle.
They were about to
Flores
like
shot a
suspend
pistol.
him, and I was like, let's not do that in the middle of the raid. Like, hello.
They did suspend him.
They did? Yeah, after they
suspended. We'll get the raid stuff wrapped as best as I can.
Oh my god.
It was 2 hours.
I don't even think the primaries that were supposed to get all the evidence together even got all the evidence together. Like, this isn't like someone.
I'm still so confused. He doesn't have a heavy rifle. You said it was a heavy rifle. He had heavy
It
rifle.
was. It was a heavy rifle bullet. Well, no,
doesn't
look,
have
I
a
don't
heavy
even know why they
rifle.
did it, because I said, look, we don't even have the facts yet. Like, gather them. Like, how are we going to preemptively suspend someone? I don't know.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I am too. I think there is look, there's no other way to put it than people aren't putting in due diligence to think, right? And I know that sounds offensive, but thinking means first, before you do the think, you have to digest the information. If you don't digest it and you just think you're thinking, you're not really thinking. You're just coming up with shit, pulling shit out of your ass, right?
Do we know why they made the call to open fire on the car?
I don't even know.
So we need to talk to Flores, I think. Is the
Yeah.
next step.
I think there might be
tonight if
my sister. Listen, man, there's a lot of I think with all the, you know, stuff.
I'm proud of you, Mike.
Yeah, I did my best.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. And also take care of yourself. And also, y'all got cooked. I'm sorry.
Take care of yourself, Mike. I didn't even know you were hurt.
Did you listen to the recording, Angela?
I don't know.
Listen
You
to the
guys need to
recording,
listen to the
and then tell me.
recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of sealed evidence that you didn't hear, and then there's not sealed recording. And if you listen to the recording and think that guy's not guilty,
This is like
you're
watching
missing brain cells somewhere.
It's yeah.
I'm a sue Knight. Knight, I'm gonna sue you.
He just straight up admits to
You're gonna sue
torturing
me
this
for what?
guy by.
I just feel like it.
I'm
What
slightly
the
irritated
fuck
with
is
you,
your
Knight.
problem with me?
I'm slightly irritated with you right now, Knight.
Yeah, what's up?
V. Gray stands next to you and calls doctors self-serving and incompetent, and you don't say nothing about it. You laugh at you laugh with him, and
Yeah, and I'll answer that because when you have a drunken dumb fuck like Cantor who berates a bunch of individuals on the docket, which you can certainly read, those that are under her. Now, that doesn't mean you specifically or any particular individuals, but her and those that are simply following and marching to her drums while the evidence is very clearly outlined on the docket. And then you have her say the things she said on the stand. It is fucking embarrassing. To me, what I was witnessing was not somebody who I think, reasonable mind is going to see as, hey, this is someone that is taking a neutral position as a member of the board that should be concerned whether or not that a doctor that is operating on patients that have no control, no ability to consent, and may have done something wrong, and making neutral statements about it instead from the very onset, and you can see it on the docket, she had a drunken rant. And then the answers that she gave today were not even rational. You don't have to even be a doctor to realize that her answers were very editorialized, not to answer the questions that were being presented, but to provide an opinion that was inherently non-medical. I mean, think about it. Like,
but you guys can't fucking put all doctors under that.
No,
Do you know how disrespectful that is to me, who's had my fucking hands elbow deep into people every fucking day, and to hear someone I considered once upon a time a good fucking friend, V. Gray, say that all doctors are self-serving and incompetent.
I don't.
And then you
I mean, V. Gray has an ego.
with him about it.
So,
Do
firstly,
you think that's gonna make me want to fucking do my job and fucking do anything to help anybody anymore?
so
Do you get that? Do you get how fucking disrespectful that is in our faces?
I don't give a fuck how disrespectful it is, because I'll tell you what, I have had way too many conversations with your bosses, and you know what they told me? They told me they are not willing to take responsibility of their own fucking department. Now, clearly what he was stating was about the Institute. What I responded to was about the Institute. Your personal feelings and my personal feelings are fucking irrelevant. Because at the end of the day, if your workplace has a fucking monster in it that took somebody into a surgery room and decided to fuck with his brain to the point that he would either get tortured or maybe die, there is a serious ethical question you need to ask yourself. Who else was victim, and who else will be victim in the future? And how many doctors that will be working side by side with you, whether they are residents, nurses, whatever, people that want to do good, how many of them are going to say, you know what, this is how it should be, and maybe this is okay? Or maybe my friend who was wronged, when their assailant is under anesthesia on that surgery bed, what if I do the same thing? So I'm sorry that you got offended, and I'm sorry that you think I was, made any statements against you. But I think right now this court case isn't about you, is not about me. It's about innocent people that are going to be going into CMC and starting to question whether it's safe. So,
starting the closings.
Shit.
I get that, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry for yelling at you,
No.
but it was just it felt very attacked and personalized
Yeah,
at the doctors and
listen,
not the institution itself.
you know, listen, you're one of the
gave up
few I would.
everything for fucking EMS, and I got shit on for it, and now I feel like I'm getting shit on for being a doctor.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How much of that do you blame on two individuals versus the people that are supposed to protect you and keep your hospital safe, right? I mean,
What,
it's
me getting shit on for being EMS?
no. What I'm saying is, like, I mean, listen, let me draw a parallel. There's a reason why people look at ODPD and laugh.
Brian, you have a giant spider on your foot, by the way.
It's leadership, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same reason that I have called people out of my department, be it McNulty, good guy, generally speaking. He fucking murdered people. He works with terrorists. Or the series of other marshals prior to when I first came in, who tried to arm civilians to try to get them to start fucking murking terrorists.
Jesus.
So, you know, I get it, and I'm sorry that's what it came across as. But understand that, you know, there's a bigger problem here, and we are very concerned why there doesn't seem to be like some internal, I don't know.
Here's the thing. I don't trust any of the chain of commands. I don't trust any fucking chain of command. ODPD, LSPD, BCSO, EMS, SAMA. I don't fucking trust them. I'm here to do my fucking job. Hi, Cece. I'm here to do my fucking job. Hello. I'm here to do my fucking job and save fucking lives. I don't fucking trust anybody to have my back because EMS didn't have my back. So I don't fucking trust
and I
nobody
get
to have my
that.
back.
Look, I listen, I don't know fully the context between you and V, right? But I can tell you that's not how I feel about it. However, it does look a certain way when there is a fucking killer right there, and it feels like I'm watching a football match.
Yeah.
So, anyways, all right.
I get it.
Yeah. Yo, yeah.
Meaning that
That was
Again, sorry for
good.
yelling at you.
No, same here.
Shang is able to live a normal life, given, you know, fast whatever, physical therapy and all that. Moving along.
Hey,
People's
two
13.
adults able to yell at each other and like
Forrester
walk
and
away.
Alkema both text
Chill. I
Barry
appreciate
Benson
that.
about an emergency. Again, these are the phone subpoenas. Forrester in her text messages established that Shang had the surgery with Jackie 2 nights ago, which overlaps with the People's 14, showing Jackie clocked in on May 13th at 11:48 p.m. Badge access to operating room showed he opened the door and he first opened the door at 12:20, and then, he had an operation between 12:20 to 12:54 a.m. The People's 22, evidence number 434747, shows the same thing, plus the patient that was listed for the operation room, plus the anesthesia used on the patient, which is Shang Lu. And of course, the People's 22 also acknowledged that a metal cord was not produced for the surgery. Moving further along, back to the People's 13, we have contacts from Barry Benson contacting Dundee for help. This was shown in the recording as well, specifically at the 1 minute 24 mark between Erwin Dundee and Barry Benson. Talk about working together. In the text messages, Dundee documents each step, including saying Legs was got a call from a Blue to meet at La Fuente Blanca. Again, there's also evidence highlighting Aoki Ma's Lemonless ad stating she is Blue, and of course Ruby York's testimony stating that Blue is Aoki Ma. And then the next piece of evidence, 430729 in the People's 12, Jackie Legs receives a call from Aoki Ma, confirming Erwin Dundee's surveillance. Dundee called out a black Lambo Urus that was heading towards to La Fuente Blanca. The city's version of the Urus, it's the Pegasi Toros, which, if you look at Jackie Legs' public profile, he owned. Evidence 430728, Aoki Ma texts Barry Benson, here and please hurry, before texting a GPS location of La Fuente Blanca to Barry Benson, confirming Again, Dundee's observations on tech. The People's 21 also shows Aokima calling Jackie Legs from the same number she contacted Barry Benson. The People's 21 again also shows Erwin Dundee calling Jackie Legs. Dundee tells the ladies, Cora Star and Aokima to put the guns down before firing it. At the 52-second mark in the People's 2, Jackie also stated on recording he already talked to Blue and Cora about everything. I literally went to them. They couldn't have known if it was Benny if I didn't go to them. He's telling the truth based on the subpoenas and everything. And of course, with the defense's confirmation through Cantor's testimony, it is Jackie Legs on the recording.
Oh, yeah, they were checking in on him.
After they were shot, Barry made several calls to Tessa Tessa Lamb after they were shot. Aokima's text the next day with Barry states that made inferences to Aokima and Cora to being alive and that Tessa found them in time. The People's 5. The interrogation, I think really at 27:17, Director Knight reads out the number 420, the 420 number as the contact for Charlie, an enemy of the state. Barry Benson has has contacted this number multiple times. This was explained how Shang was taken off the island for his surgery, as referenced in People's 5 and People's 10, which means, you know, it confirms their involvement in how Shang was taken offshore. After midnight on May 16th Eastern, Jackie Legs was found dropped from a very high place and reached terminal velocity before landing near CMC in the People's 8. At 12:27 a.m. Eastern, Benny Razor texts Barry Benson, "How is the weather up there?" He follows up with, "You and D just hanging out, huh?" Then, the next day, Benny Razor later texted from a separate number saying that Barry allowed 2 patch members of the ADMC to get shot by Dundee, one being a high command member. In the sealed evidence of the People's 6, you'll see that, you know, you'll see who Shang is referring to as one of the badass high command members. And of course, Aokima being a former patch member of the ADMC. And then moving along, the People's 2. 52 seconds of recording. Amidst the meeting of Aokima, who was stated as Blue, and Cora Star.
Yo, fucking Yu-Gi-Oh just went ham. Like,
at the 2-minute mark,
at the end
Jackie
here.
Legs explains how the bullet fragments was kept in place by the scar tissue and the negative effects, including death, if it moved. Then, 30 seconds later, admits to not removing the fragments, so he'd slowly go insane and eventually die. Stated that he had nothing to do with Benny, given Benny had shot Shang. Whatever. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Calls Shang a monster, saying he went after Nana, which gives motive to why he would break his Hippocratic oath to harm Shang during the surgery. During the gunfire, you can hear Jackie saying, "I didn't mean to," before he gets cut off with more gunfire, which lines up with what we heard in the 52-second mark and the People's 13, showing met with Aokima and Cora Star at La Fuente Blanca, because Dundee was the one who shot them. Jackie Lake stated he would have done his best to help Shang up until he decided to shoot down Nana at the 5-minute mark. The 6-minute mark, the big one here, a Russian voice stated, "You already got the information and you still want him to suffer," meaning there was no harm to Jackie during his confession, which would give context why he was boasting and being smug about trying to kill Shang in his confession. Helicopter engine in the background at 6:54. Dundee states, "Oh, it's as high as we can go," and Barry said if they're gonna give him a ride, they would make it fun.
I'm gonna pause you here, Marshal Wayne. I understand just from the information you sent me over, quite a long statement, and you're nowhere near the end of it, and it's not affording Miss Archer an opportunity to deliver her closing. I've got everything here that you've written down. Are you kind of able to give me the broad strokes from here on, sir?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that is a look, I'll let you read the evidence highlights. Here's what we're gonna go through a closing thing. All right, can I at least go through that? Otherwise, I'm happy to come back after Storm, because this is the 2-minute mark. And
as we stipulated prior to the case when I was speaking to you both, that's not an option, sir.
okay, basically, you can read it in here in the closing bullet points, but basically what we're saying is that every facet of the investigation we look at, whether it be records from the phone company, the medical record, and ultimately even Barry Benson's confession to me on recording in the People's, what was it, 17 or 18? that all of these things that are showed up on the recording did happen. The meetings happened. The dropping from the helicopters happened. The confessions of Jackie Legs was substantiated with the follow-up surgery in the people's tent. Okay, and no matter how you cut it, this happened. Shang's failed surgery was a detriment to his health and safety, which even Legs had acknowledged he could die from such bullet fragments and was aware of it for 6 months. This detriment of Shang's health and life can only be accomplished by Mr. Leg being in the position of a doctor. He had almost 40 hours to create the report of the procedure. But that very mission, an attempt to, he admitted the running report, which is pretty much an attempt to gain a unlawful benefit of hiding his crime against Shang. And of course, the defense is contradictory in their stand. The defense is poking doubt in the validity of the recording, yet they're also using as substantive evidence to claim duress and valid mental evaluation.
Sorry to interrupt. Am
Both
I allowed to
trying-
do my closing tomorrow? Can we just do our closings tomorrow? Because it's Storm.
Yeah, I went on and on and on.
What do you want me to do?
We'll
Justice
reconvene after
Adams?
we'll reconvene after briefly. Only counsel will be needed. Or anyone that wants to come can come. We'll reconvene after if we're just gonna wrap up these closing.
Okay, I'm sleeping here.
Time. No,
Don't look. Don't look.
Nope.
I'm
looking.
looking.
Looking. I don't think it's time. I think it's time though.
I'm still watching.
Why can't I?
Everybody get on the ground.
Goes for Carmine.
Not fooling no one, bud.
I need a medic. I need a medic.
Sorry, I quit EMS.
I shot you first, Wayne. You need to shut the fuck up sometime.
Oh.
Yeah, mouthpiece. Yeah, that's a good one. Go for it. Go, 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 go. Weak stuff.
Should I stay for the closing shot? I'm really tired. I'll stay for the closing, fine. Maybe it won't be too long. All right, so help me. If I get tickets, okay, can I see the ball from here? That's my main thing. Is it better to go up a bit, like up to this next level, right? Or is it better to go like down, say like here? Where the seats are better, you're saying this is someone bought them already? No, you're saying this is better. Wait, but why is this 4,000? Why is this 5,000? Why is this 6,600? Like, why is this cheaper than these two? Am I tripping? How is C8 better than C5? Oh, C8 is better. Okay. But have you been there? No. I just don't understand how this. Oh, these are resales? Oh. Now let's compare this to this website. Wait a minute. Wait, this website's cheaper. The view's better than you think. You're saying this is going to be the best view right here? For sure, right, chat? Wait, I mean, is it really bad? Okay, hold on. What was the original price for at Foxborough for France versus Norway? Ranged from $630 to $2,500. What? Initially went on sale here at Ticketmaster. Yo. Yeah, but what would have been the okay. All right. What would have been the likelihood? Wait. Oh, extremely low, effectively less than 1%. You couldn't pick your row. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna get these, chat. You're sure? C8? You're sure, chat? Dunk. Wait, this is C8? Where are you getting this photo? Look at that picture, same section, couple rows up. Really? Why is okay. Oh, too late. I bought them. Just kidding. My card got declined. I'm excited for this, by the way, chat. I'm only doing this because I feel like I need to go to one World Cup game. You know what I mean? Contact the issuer. Okay. Oh, God. Not letting me buy them. I bought it. All right. Oh, my God. How do you Okay. Now get a jersey. Okay, well, we have to do a vote. Tickets, hold on. Tickets secured. I told myself I got to go to one World Cup game, right? If I don't, like, I feel like it'd be stupid. Now, obviously, I couldn't go to the actual World Cup game, but it's apparently these are okay. What row? What's row? How do seats look at Foxborough for stock? All right. How do you, like, is there a good website for this? You didn't see them? Wait, I didn't see what? Oh. Wait, is this it? Bro, how does this website work? Yeah, I have no idea. Wait, you can upload. So how do you Foxborough? Oh, Gillette. Okay, Gillette Stadium. Oh, section. Oh. Oh. I don't know if I should show like the exact ones I got. You know what I mean? Wait. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's probably a bad idea. But we have a general idea, right? Let's take a look. Potato, send me a link to the C8 section. If you do not mind. Yeah, court's still going. They're going to be doing closings. I'm heading there right now. But I didn't Alt F4, so...
You asshole!
Well, I haven't decided whether I'm supporting Team Norway or Team France yet. Oh, thank you, sir. Saeed will be pissed. I doubt he watches.
This detriment of Shang's health and life can only be accomplished by Mr. Legs being in the position of a doctor that he is in. Mr. Legs had almost 40 hours prior to the kidnapping to create the report, saying that he performed the surgery and sedated Mr. Liu, but he chose not to. This is an act of deliberate act to hide the truth that this very omission by not creating the report is an attempt to gain unlawful benefit of hiding this crime against Shang Liu. Again, the defense is contradictory in the sense as well, especially when it comes to questioning cancer. The defense is poking down in the trying to poke down in the validity of the recording, yet at the same time using it as substantive evidence to claim duress and valid mental evaluation. Both are trying to question the authenticity of the audio recording, while arguing that the statement given in the recording was under duress, so it's not an actual confession. Yet they still said, yeah. Anyways, of course, the bullet fragment that Cantor spoke of, which in the evidence and Brian's testimony, a shotgun shell could not have caused this, as it's caused from a fragmented bullet projectile, not a shotgun pellet. Again, as reference to Brian's testimony about the ballistics regarding shotgun shells and bullets, projectiles. Let's see. Lastly, obviously, there's a mountain of evidence here. There's a mountain of evidence to corroborate at every angle the validity of the recording, and even they themselves acknowledge that Jackie Legs, the defense acknowledged that Jackie Legs is on the recording, and we have every proof, even the medical reports and the validity of the medical reports, that the bullet fragments were left behind and could not have been caused by a shotgun shell. So then we ask, if the judiciary does not find rule in favor of the people, then we simply ask, what more do you need to find a doctor corrupt? What more do you need to show that they took advantage of somebody's informed consent? They took Shang Liu's informed consent, which if you looked at the people's, I believe 18 or 17, his interview with me, this was a big decision for his life. This wasn't an easy decision for somebody that conditioned themselves to never trust anybody or a doctor. And the one time he decides to trust said doctor, the doctor lied to him. They left the very thing they promised to remove from his brain, despite the risk, and remove the only thing that kept them in place. So I ask you, what more do we need to provide to get justice for a man of this for this city? That would be all, Your Honor.
Okay.
You may got a drink.
You know, Zhang, there was a time, once upon a time, not all that long ago, where I was very proud of the fact that I delivered an 11-minute closing statement in a courtroom. And then I was immediately reprimanded for being too verbose and too wordy. You may have just eclipsed that, sir.
I accept all punishment, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yapping.
Wait, over Jeffrey Bundy?
For future reference, when I ask for an evidence highlight, you can point me to the evidence, and I can read it. I don't need an explain like I'm 5 version, sir. So you understand.
Jeffrey Bundy once
yes,
did a
Your Honor.
40-minute closing.
Thank you, Miss Archer. If you could do me the courtesy of sending me a copy of your closing as well, and then I will get the opportunity to read as well.
Okay, give me just 1 second.
Sure.
You kind of smoked your shit, I'm not gonna lie. But it's fine, you did great.
Someone get that guy some Pedialyte. His mouth must be dry.
Here you go.
I need some milk.
Yeah, he just made a whole bunch of shit up.
Not enough Cantonese?
Pretty much.
Do you want me to add in evidence to highlight as well at the bottom of it? Or do you want me to just tell you?
However you prefer. You can just tell me. It's fun.
Just 1 sec. Let me just get this sorted out.
Yeah, also in Knight's statement, he says that
Justice Adams, what's your state ID?
1208.
1208.
Yes, that's correct.
There's a lot that could be picked apart here, but we'll.
If you could check you got that.
Sure. Hit closing argument. Yeah, I've got it here.
Okay. The defense would like to highlight the 2 medical reports submitted by the state. The People's 23 and the People's 10. The interrogation tapes or interrogation interview of Barry Benson, the People's 5 and the People's 18. The interrogation interview of Shang Liu, the People's 7 and the People's 17. The testimony of Philippa Cantor and Marshall Wayne. On the recording, specifically the statements made between 35 and 46 seconds, 1 minute 9 seconds, and 1 minute 25 seconds. I'll just give you the start of it and you can just figure it out. The statements made at 4 minutes 18 seconds, the statements made at 6 minutes, and the statements made at 6 minutes 53 seconds.
Got all that. Thank you.
Right, my closing's kind of long too, but
you're
I will
fine.
start. Your Honor, today the court has heard 2 very different arguments. The defense cannot say that the state claimed that Dr. Jackie Legs performed a surgery on Shang Liu and the bullet fragments in his head were not able to be removed because the state spoke of people that sound like Darth Vader, the Faceless, and when Shang Liu was possibly shot. The facts of this case are clear. Dr. Legs was kidnapped and tortured for information by Barry Benson and Erwin Dundee. During this kidnapping, his captors harassed him, threatened to end his life, and physically tortured him. And then they threw him out of a helicopter. The results of this encounter almost claimed Dr. Legs' life, as can be seen in the defense's A, Jackie Legs Surgery and ICU Report 47545. Based on the statements of the recording, it is clear that Dr. Legs believed that these were the final moments of his life and wanted the pain and suffering to end. Dr. Legs did make the statements that the state is claiming he made. The defense does not dispute this. What the defense disputes is whether statements extracted from a man who believed he was about to die should be accepted as truth without corroboration. So this brings us to the question, can the statements made under extreme duress be used against us in court? Dr. Philippa Cantor spoke on the subject during questioning. Dr. Cantor stated that in her experience as a medical professional and the current head of the psych department as a San Andreas Medical Group board member, people under duress act in a way that is not always rational, and their concern in these moments is self-preservation. Duress forces an individual into a state where their safety or well-being is compromised. This state of mind overrides all rational thought, and their only motivation is to make the pain end. The state used the words of Barry Benson, Dr. Legs' kidnapper, as fact. A man who admitted to his own involvement in a kidnapping, a man whose statements changed between interviews, and a man who could not even correctly identify himself during questioning. Are these the statements of a reliable witness? In the same vein, Shang Liu also had 2 interrogations. Dr. Philippa Cantor spoke on her review of the initial interrogation of Mr. Liu on May 21st. Dr. Cantor stated plain as day, he was not in a fit state of mind to be interviewed at that time. I'm going to skip that part. While it may have been proven in court today that Dr. Legs made those statements, what evidence has the state presented independent of those statements that malpractice had occurred? Dr. Cantor spoke on how the bullet fragments listed in Dr. Asher's report were caused by an injury that needed to be treated immediately. Due to the injury sustained when Mr. Liu was shot and his spinal column was severed, this wound would have required immediate life-saving treatment. Cantor stated someone with this kind of injury could not have walked around for 6 months, let alone a day. If Dr. Cantor's testimony is correct, then the medical report the state relies on is not describing the fragments at the core of this case. If this is true, the court is left with another assumption that was never verified during the investigation. While the state may claim that the bullet is a shotgun shell, the report does not specify what kind of bullet was at the base of the skull. What this comes down to is the state has not provided any evidence of any fragments left in Shang's head from Dr. Legs. The only evidence of fragments provided was related to an injury confirmed by Dr. Cantor that Shang would have been able to walk around with for even a day that required immediate medical attention. The report made no mention of post-operative healing or any mention of how Dr. Legs affected the patient. Neither medical report show or state any harm, stress, or psychological damage caused by Dr. Legs. In fact, during the second interview of Mr. Liu, he states, "Yeah, I got surgery. I wanted to remove some fragments from my head. Hopefully he did a good job. I don't know. I feel great lately. To be honest, I feel very good." So here we are, faced with the evidence presented today. The state never verified if what Jackie Legs claimed was in fact malpractice. The state never verified if what Dr. Legs said on the recording was true. They just simply assumed it was. There are no statements or interviews with Dr. Legs showing that the state never spoke to him about the events of this case. The state took the words of a man under severe duress and used them against him. The state heard directly from Mr. Liu that he got a surgery, and yes, he didn't know the results of it, but he feels great lately. So I ask, where's the malpractice, where's the torture, and where's the attempted murder? At the end of the day, this case is not
Felt so great he was bleeding out everywhere.
It is Jackie Legs versus Jackie Legs. One version of Jackie Legs exists on a recording made when he was kidnapped, tortured, threatened, and thrown out of a helicopter. The other version sits before the court today, supported by medical evidence, corroborating testimony, and the facts surrounding these events. The court must decide what weight, if any, is given to statements made under these circumstances. And I ask, does this meet the burden of proof? is one statement made by a man who believed he was going to die enough to convict a doctor of the crimes alleged here today? The state submits it does not. Based on the facts, testimony, and evidence provided in this
This is
trial,
a good closing.
the state has failed to meet its burden of proof. Therefore, the defense respectfully requests that Dr. Legs is found not guilty and acquitted of all charges today. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Archer. And I thank you all for being amenable to the kind of haphazard scheduling given the events of the day. Obviously, it's been kind of tumultuous up and down. Everything's been going on, bombs going off, individuals being brought to custody. Everything that's been going on, we're all aware, generally, what's been happening. And I appreciate everybody here in this room working together to make, accommodations and sacrifices to ensure that we could have justice be heard. Because to me, there's nothing more important than ensuring that our institutions are solvent and upheld in times of trouble and tumult. At this time, I'm going to be placing this court in a recess for deliberation. I do not expect you all to stay. I will need to deliberate for a while. What I will do is on the docket, I will note down when a verdict has been reached. I will attempt to reconvene the necessary parties to do so for a verdict reading. Will not be delivering this just simply on the docket. I don't believe that that's the gravity that something like this deserves. We will be back here in the courtroom, I would say within 48 to 72 hours at the most, so that we can ensure that a verdict is read, so that justice can be delivered. It has always been intended to be delivered in this town. Court is in recess at this time, and I thank you all for your attendance.
You're welcome, Norman.
John Montez.
Hell
Good work.
yeah.
I'm going the
Go
fuck to sleep.
Adams.
You're welcome.
Favorite justice.
Good shit.
Woohoo.
Not my favorite.
Whoa, who's your favorite?